Hey guys, welcome to another great episode of 234 Essential. My name is Ayomide Tayo.
And I am Ugochi, the Igbo stallion.
Yes.
Wow, where did that clapping come from? I love it all.
It's one of our new tricks. Shout out to Nana. No
I
go leave
love
Sabi
it.
Duan. I Sabi
Love
Duan too.
it. Oh yeah, now
Yeah.
you're snatching
Thank you guys.
bags.
Yeah, thank you guys for joining us. Thank you guys for listening to our last episode, our previous episode. Economy or economics? What was
Economics.
it? Yeah, economics. Yeah.
Economics.
And if you're a first time listener, no need to fret. You can join the bandwagon immediately. In case you don't know what you're listening to, 234 Essential is that podcast that helps you break down the Nigerian experience and helps you navigate life in this great federal republic of ours, this giant of Africa, the big brother of
Yes,
West
so
Africa. Mhm.
boom, boom, boom.
So we're not here to talk about everything that happens in Nigeria. I'm not like as if they do it on Arise TV. We are doing it from the layman's
Yeah,
perspective.
you
People that
get
are in
me.
the we're in the trenches, we're in the zanga.
In it,
You know,
please.
we don't have
We're abroad.
we don't we're not all those people on our right that be giving you basketballs. We are giving to you hot
You
hot.
understand?
Yes.
In it.
Now to help us, you can send us fan mail at fanmail@234essential.com and just ask us questions, anything on your mind, and you can also send release therapy if you have any affairs of the heart that is bothering your soul, mind and body.
Heavy weights that you have on your chest to let it off.
Yeah.
And you can follow us on every social media platform: Threads, TikTok, IG, X at 234 Essential Podcasts.
Yep. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our newsletter where we give you bonus content and extra jara from what's happening.
Very
Yes.
important, guys. We actually
Okay.
painstakingly write our newsletters, so please follow,
Yes, please.
please
Please. With the craft down.
subscribe.
With the craft down.
Exactly. You understand?
I would
Just
say we should jump to fan mail, but it seems night posts once again. I don't think you people use enough stamp, so there's no fan mail. So please send us fan mail. It's very, very important because we want to hear from you guys, how you
very.
guys are doing in Nigeria or how you guys are doing in diaspora. Just share what's happening with you, your thoughts, bands, what do you think of what's going on in Nigeria, your life, it will be good to know what's happening with you guys.
Feel the
Um
pulse.
yeah, so to speak. Now since there's no fan mail, catch up time. Get it. Ladies first, Ugochi, please.
Me, I
A
wanted
woman of
to.
commerce. A woman
Please
of
don't
commerce
kill
and
me.
business and trade.
That's what's
Doing the
up. That's
Igbo
who I am.
doing the Igbo nation proud. Ego.
Listen, not the
Ego.
Igbo stallion for a reason. There is a
Yes, you have to
reason
grow.
to be. You
Yeah.
understand? Is
Not all
there
stereotypes are bad. Some stereotypes are good. So when it comes to money,
exactly?
represent the money. Yes.
I completely agree. Do you know that for the long this week especially, or maybe let me say in a couple of months, I think that'll be a lie if I say a couple of months. For a good part of my career, I have struggled with imposter syndrome. I must be very
Right.
honest. It's just that thing where you feel like you're underachieving or there's so much more you could be doing but you're not doing, and you're just
Yeah.
forgetting to like spotlight or highlight your highlights basically, because
Yeah,
we're
that's true.
always very aggressive towards ourselves. We think that we are not qualified to be doing the things that we're doing. You're like, oh, look at this other person, stuff like that. Even though mine wasn't really born from look at this other person, because I don't really have a lot of people in my scope that, or in my, well, how do they say it, in my,
Your
how do you say
periphery.
it? Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. I don't have immediate connections that do the same job that I do. Not everybody is into business development and sales. So it's sometimes difficult to, yeah, another thing, because of how lonely it is. I don't know if there are any business development and sales people out there. Shout out to you. Because of how lonely the terrain is, you sometimes feel like other people who are doing business development and sales in other places are doing way better than you, because you don't have any close to home experience with that. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, I get you. I feel
So
you.
exactly. So
Comparing is a thief of joy. So it happens to everybody. It happens to the best of us.
so I don't even think it's comparison on this part, right? It's more like I can't even compare to anybody. So it's just like, am I doing it right? But I think I've come to understand that it is whatever you say it is, period. That's the truth. There's
Mm-hmm.
no, yes, there are templates to guide you to doing things, but like it is what you say it is, really, really. Nobody's going to come and say, "Oh, why did you do this here?" It's just what it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what me I'm going to give you. This tailored to, you know. But yeah, I just thought to put that out there first before I talk about my the rundown of my week. Last week was really stressful for me. I had a lot of lows, very few highs, more lows than highs. A business I was consulting to started to, well, let me not say started to do anything that no need to go into too deeply into that, but a business that I was one of the businesses I was consulting to, we had to draw the curtains on our interactions because it, our visions were no longer aligning pretty much.
Yeah, it happen.
That was sad for me. Exactly. Well, that was sad for me because that's the first job that I am actually ever letting go of. With okay, when I say letting go of, I don't mean like resigning, but like in terms of what I'm currently doing, that's the first one I'm leaving for very specific reasons that I've also sort of talked about on this pod. As well as some other challenges, especially again, this imposter syndrome we're talking about. I'm working on a couple projects. It's the end of the year. You need to reel in as much as you can. For those who do financial projections, when businesses start to run the course of the end of the year like this, their eyes shining bright and they're not listening to
Yeah.
anybody really, so trying to rake in as much as possible, trying to understand the new scope of the things that I'm doing. What are my boundaries? What are my resources? How can I navigate? All that confusion, and I became so overwhelmed. So it was a really low week for me. But I kept going because the weekend promised to be fire.
I
First
saw
of
some
all,
pictures. I saw some pictures.
listen, pictures did not do justice to what happened.
They
First of
did not
all,
take. Yeah.
see, they didn't tell the story right. Did you go for the Shivas thing?
See, sister, I woke up that morning. I just said, my social battery is low. I
I love
cannot
it.
deal with this. I'm
Yeah,
sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I
I
have
love
to
that.
rest. Yes. I
Yes,
cannot
very
come and kill
important.
myself. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The plenty
Yes.
parties in December will catch on. But that one, I beg, make a
See,
rest. Make a rest.
I missed so like I thought I was going to go for the Shivas thing, but to be very honest, it was beginning to feel somewhat stressful in a sense because I started to think of how I'm going to enter Uber and go
Dress will
there,
go well.
dress up, you understand, and then all the associations because also low key going for such events is also for networking, right? So
Yeah,
not
yeah.
not
I
to
will
go
know a lot of
anybody.
people there.
Do you get what I mean? You now be talking one, and see my days are filled with a lot of talking. I am always talking, right? So I don't.
Yeah.
I was looking forward to it because I was going to go with some friends and I was going to see you and those guys there. Like all, I was going to see my friends, you, Shewa, But like, as I thought about it, I decided, God help me before weekend. Let me be rejuvenated only for me to get a call from my friend's husband that he was planning a surprise birthday party for his wife at a beach house in Ilashe.
Romantic man.
Hey,
Romantic much.
thoughtful and kind. Don't marry your enemy,
Yes.
guys.
A
Don't marry
deliberate
your
man.
enemy. Do you
A
understand what I
deliberate
mean?
man. Now
Hey,
so.
God. As I received that call like this, I started to picture the future enjoyment of the weekend. I was
Mm,
literally hanging on to the week just for the weekend, and I was not
yeah.
disappointed. I was not. My expectations were not cut short.
Yeah, yeah. How many
My
days did you spend
Friday.
there?
Well, sadly, just one day.
Yeah, one is enough now.
But my dear, say when it's not your money, you'll be very sad. You have
Yeah.
the option of
Why
saying I'm
can't it not
sad.
go? Why can't it
You
go on?
understand? But when now they pay the money like this, body go they bite you any small thing where anybody do.
Yes. No.
But yeah, it was Friday night was all preparations. I ensured that I slept properly. And Saturday morning I woke up. First off, I would like to highlight that please, our IJGB friends who are going to come back in December, there'll be I'm certain there'll be a lot of beach parties going on. If they tell you that
Oh
beach
yeah.
party is starting by 7 p.m., endeavor not to waste your strength and be going there by 7 p.m. Please try to
It's
reach
never
there
started.
around, see, try to reach there around 9 or 10, depending. And make sure that when you have reached there, like you have drank like 2 shots of tequila first, so
To
that
get everything
your
going.
you understand, to get it going so that you can get into the groove once you get there, because Nigerians really do not keep to time. So the
At
departure
all.
time for the boats on Saturday morning was 9 a.m. AOT to
It's
ask
going to
me
be
when we
like
left.
2 p.m.
Very close. We left by past one.
Yeah, I use Nigerians now. I know Nigerians very well now.
Oh my god. We myself and my friend, shout out to NATO, we got there for past 9, and Nito was telling me, "Oh, Ugochi, dress up, quick, hurry up." Nito was in my house at 7. She was like,
Hmm.
"Get up, dress up, be ready." All this. She just moved to Lagos from Port Harcourt, so I was just like, "Calm down, farabalẹ̀. Nothing is happening. Don't
That's how we
worry."
do in
That's not.
Lagos.
Listen, do you know that's literally what I told her? That's not how we do in
In
Lagos. That's not
Lagos. You know, calm
it.
down. Where you they go? Calm down.
Why hurry? Don't hurry anywhere. Don't worry, we'll get there. My dear, we'll get there by after 9. We're literally just 4 people out of 14 people that were supposed to be on that trip.
Wonderful.
See, boats never even reached half. And so we chilled, we waited until the party came. Everybody, oh, I slept. Oh, it's not me, oh, it's this person. Anyway, we
Of
got
course
on the
now.
boat.
I have
We
no
thought
banana boat. I have no banana boat to
no,
enter though.
no, they
Okay.
were speedboats. We didn't
Okay.
say na play we they go before, but when we saw bar, this husband went all out. He actually ordered a bar with mixologists, everything. It was a
Ah,
full. We're not playing,
raising the
no,
bar. Raising the bar
no be
for
play
men.
play. You understand? They you know that sound they play, or you think
They
say na
play.
play play.
Mhm.
See, no be play play. Oh, the matter really serious. We go on the boat. The boat had Bluetooth speakers, which was great, and so we were
Oh, that's
jamming.
nice.
I know we were jamming. It took about 25 to 28 minutes to get to the beach house in Ilashe. I would have
Lashe.
called the name, but like fuck them because they didn't pay us for any advertisement.
Of course, now I
It was
beg.
Do you understand? It was a beautiful beach house, regardless. But and we had the best time. The party was lit. The celebrant. Funny enough, that day wasn't her birthday. Her birthday was actually on Monday, but the birthday celebration was on Saturday, which made a lot of sense, to be
Yeah.
honest. Who's going to come out on a
Yeah.
Monday? Not like if
For
they
what?
invite me, I'll not go. But like you get what I mean. Yeah, the celebrant was utterly surprised. It was amazing. Everybody, I think that I really applaud 30 plus people, and their realness, confidence. See, nobody cared whether your belly was hanging low, you had stretch marks from your brain to down under your feet.
When
Nobody
you know keep
cared.
person, you know keep person now.
See, the way the country already had, you still they check who they check you.
I
I
don't
beg, stay
understand though. They know they
guiding.
check. They know they check body physique for gates of heaven.
See, you
Come as you
understand?
are.
It
If Jesus
doesn't
says, "Come
matter.
as you are," I beg anybody, please go and die.
Literally, shout out to my Crocs family. Come as you are as well. But
Yes,
anyway,
no.
we had such a great time. Everybody let loose. It was drinks, there was food from barbecued fish, chicken, rice. There was everything you could think of, and of course, birthday cake. I'm not a huge fan of birthday cakes.
Oh,
Disclaimer. I
wow.
know this might be disappointing for many people. Why are you saying now? What happened?
Why you not
You
gonna like?
like
Everybody
birthday?
likes birthday cake. It's
Oh
cake
no.
and it's free. So why would you not like it?
It's the free part for me. I love it.
Ah, free
I
cake.
don't. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm not really a fan of dough. So like bread, Snacks. I'm not
Yeah.
really that person. Yeah, it's not something that you find me. I love to look at birthday cakes. Oh my god. I like to go for a party and actually see the cake, right? I want to take a
Mhm.
cute picture. I want to probably have a piece or two, but like that's pretty much it. I probably wouldn't touch it on some days because like my body rejects it in a sense. I don't know. And this is not me trying to live a healthy life. It's just like it's just not something that appeals to me, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Um, but if I must eat cake, I love sponge cakes anyway. And vanilla cakes. Just saying. Anyway, we had such a great time. I slept by the beach as I've always loved to. Um, woke up again at the beach. It was great. Did some yoga. Enjoyed. We really just enjoyed ourselves. We had an amazing time. And then we came back to land, and of course, I had the power for my new week because I had the best weekend ever.
Yeah.
Away from that, I don't think anything else really exciting happened to me during the course of the week. Just ups, downs, and the amazing weekend. Shout out to Kosi and Ogo. I had a great time. Ayo,
It's good.
over to
It's
you.
good. It's good that you're enjoying the best that Lagos has to offer.
Please, my life first. I'm enjoying my life. Lagos, what does Lagos have to offer? By the way,
It give you private beach now. What do you know? There's private
no,
beach chilling
wait,
now.
but Lagos is not the only private beach.
Excuse
There
me,
are other
we're in Lagos.
It's
We're
just,
in Lagos. We're in
but
Lagos. Uh-huh.
f- there's one disclaimer I want to actually give for people who don't know. For
Yeah.
Ilashe is actually an island close on the mainland, not close to the mainland, on the mainland in Lagos, right?
Oh,
It's
for
not
real?
on the island. Yeah, Ilashe is on the mainland. When you're on your way to Ilashe, you pass Apapa now. It's close to
Oh,
Satellite
yeah,
Town,
yeah.
actually.
Oh, I think I've passed there before. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you it's close to Satellite Town. So if you're in
Yeah, it's
Satellite, if
true.
you're on the mainland, say Ikota, Agor Palace Way, Festac, Finanja, all those areas, and you're
Yeah,
looking for how to go to Ilashe Beach, don't stress yourself to come to the island. Just go from Satellite. There's some jetties. I cannot say for the safety of those jetties or their functionality, but there are jetties on the mainland, especially at satellites that take you to Lashes. It's shorter, it's cheaper, I guess. I don't know what it is these days, but yeah, it's shorter for sure. I've been through that jetty once, and I don't know the schematics right now of it, so I don't want to vouch for them. But yeah, Ilashe is an island on the mainland. Yeah,
yeah. Thank you very
just
much,
wanted
Commissioner of Private Beach
transport.
Resorts. No, Private Beach
Oh,
Resorts is better.
sounds
Good
good to me.
enjoy.
I love the beach
Yeah.
actually.
My
Yeah,
own week,
tell us.
my own week was not as eventful as yours. We were in
Okay.
the corporate grind. We 7 days make
Please
one
don't
pay, nine
kill
to
me.
five.
Don't even
Um,
kill me.
so in the office, because I work in the multinational, there's always a disadvantage of you being in the Nigerian office, and there's also an advantage. Advantage is that they take you guys very seriously. They don't play with you guys. Anything you want, you ask for, they give it to you. Blah blah blah. The disadvantage is that they will use work to kill you people because they believe you people are the best in Africa. So you
I'm
will do all the
frustrated.
work. So for the last 3 weeks, the work has just been piling up. And I'm like,
Can you
do you
imagine?
people know that we are getting close to when Joseph was about to take Mary to Bethlehem? Do you know?
Listen,
Why are
led
you
by the
doing us
star.
like this? Why? Why? Every day I come, there's a new task. I'm like, God, why?
Wow.
Please. Because of this, I want to go on leave. I'm going on leave in November and I'm going to go on leave in December. They cannot come and kill me,
Amazing.
please.
Love
I'm begging
it.
you in
Love
the
it
name
for
of God.
you.
Yes,
How
so
many
there's a lot
days
of
are you
work,
looking at taking?
like 4 but anyhow, we will manage them like that.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
It's better than
Well,
nothing.
apart from that, I was supposed to go for that event, but like I said, my employers already rinsed me dry. They've rinsed me, washed me, squeezed me. So
In
that Saturday,
Akashigodo.
I said Saturday, I'm like, bro, you know what? I'm staying in my house. I can't come and kill myself.
Love it.
Um, I can't run out time to Uber, look for clothes to wear.
I
No, no, no.
know.
I'm not in the mood at all, at all, at all, at all. I'm not in the mood. So last week was a very low key week for me. I didn't do much.
Nice.
Yeah, just going through the motions, I was told I was going to be the host of a panel, which by this
Mm-hmm.
time
Mm-hmm.
next week you guys would have happened. So I have to get an iron cloth for that one now. Be looking for how to speak big English now for the panel work.
Tell us about it. Tell us about it. Tell us what's
So
going on.
so the panel is about music publishing. Music publishing is one of the technical aspects of music, but it's a very key
Mm-hmm.
aspect. It's a key component that everybody who is in the music business, especially
Mm-hmm.
artists, should know. I've
Mm-hmm.
seen artists that don't know shit about publishing, and when it
Mm-hmm.
gets to that level, they now start crying that, oh, I've been swindled, I've been scammed. Like, bro, you
Mm-hmm.
enter the business without knowing all the key elements in it.
Mm.
So there's going to be in conjunction with PRS, or yeah, I think it's PRS, and or
Mm.
PBS, sorry, and the plug. There's going to be like a panel, two panels, for music publishing. And it's going to feature some of the industry leaders, a few creatives, even people in the legal aspect also, because it's a very it's legally driven. It's more about it's
Mm.
what you sign that is there.
Exactly.
If you sign your whole publishing, you can't come and start crying 10 years from now. You didn't know.
Exactly.
So there's
Are
nothing
you
like that. Yeah.
how far my lawyer now?
We're working for it. We're working. They say it's already. They say all the tickets are sold out, but I'm going to use Wuru Wuru to
I
find
hear
way to
I hear
see.
that it's not they she said it wasn't they were not selling, it was
And they say
was it
that.
free?
Sorry, it's free entry, but it has maxed out. But I'm trying to look for Wuru Wuru to
Please,
bring her in.
please, you're a speaker, sir. Mr. Speaker, sir, don't you have a
I'm not a
PA or
speaker. I'm
something?
a host. I'm just the host. I'm asking people.
Panelists.
So, what are you going to think about this? What are you going to think about
We
this?
we were saying the same thing. Sha 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 sha. Your name is on the lineup. Please, sir,
Yes.
kindly ensure to give us some passage so that we can execute our business better. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank
All
you
right.
very much.
It's a
Thank
consideration.
you.
It's a consideration. It's my Trello.
Please. Thank you, sir. Please, when are you going to mark it as done?
That's the night about Trello. I hate oh God, I hate Trello. Osage killed us with Trello in post. God have
Are you
mercy.
serious?
At Trello and what's that other one? Hey,
Which one? Is
that
it
one,
Teams?
that one, no, not
No,
Teams. The opposite
Slack.
of Teams. Slack. It
Ah, God.
was so bad that when I heard the Slack notification, more,
Honestly,
I break into sweat. I'm
PTSD.
like, what again? What are you people finding? Leave me
What are you
alone.
talking about?
Yeah. So that was my week basically. Nothing biggie, nothing too much. I was handling. I was doing media training for an artist, an upcoming artist. Since yeah, he's a client of the plug, and media training is very essential. So I was giving. I basically just
Make you no go talk nonsense for the.
yes, and it's not only like media training, but like how you appear in public, how you carry yourself, your persona, your mindset. So I was basically just doing that training. Anybody that's listening to this that wants that training, please know that I will send you invoice. Thank you very much.
Very important.
It's
Oh,
not for free. Yes.
love it.
So basically, I'm just storing all my energy left for December because December is going to task my life. So I'm saving my energy, saving my social battery because
For
of what the
December.
oh guy, hello, how you doing? Oh, nice to meet you. Blah blah blah.
Oh, where do you
Uh-huh.
work? Oh, what
Hey, where do you
department?
work? All those
Oh,
long talk, we know day.
do you have a business
And
card?
that,
Let's exchange contact so that we can
and the
see
annoying
what we
thing
can
is
do in
that
the future.
when they know that you work in the music industry, they start be asking you questions now.
Of
So
course, now.
do you feel that whiskey? I don't feel anything, sir. I feel that I should go eat that rice and turkey that I'm looking at. I do not feel anything. Leave
Oh
me
my
alone.
gosh.
Leave me alone. Thank you
But
very
why
much.
though? You are very positioned
Because
as the Afrobeats connoisseur. So
so it
what's going
depends.
on?
I don't want to talk to shop to people that I don't want to talk shop to people that you don't know. It's like you telling a professor of calculus or algebra to start taking primary one. It's going to start teaching primary one math. It's going to like why? Don't bother my please. At least know something first before we can start talking. Some people just no. I beg. I can't just engage in that conversation. Please, listen to the music.
Share the
Enjoy yourself.
knowledge.
I'm not
Share
sharing
the
anything.
knowledge, Ayo. You need to share
I'm
the
not
knowledge
sharing.
because
Not sharing
that's the
nothing.
gain of knowledge. That's the that's the merit of being knowledgeable. You
Don't.
need to
I'll
be
do
able to
master
share
class.
it.
15K. The history, origins, and culture of
It's
Afrobeat.
too
fifteen
cheap.
thousand naira.
Oh, please,
I
it's
don't keep people now.
50,000.
It's like you don't know. Well, you don't know. You say for concerts now, people don't they reduce tickets from 10K to 5K. Where would they
See,
can
make I
see?
Make I bust your brain. There's a
Oh,
Nigerian fashion designer. I'm not gonna call her name for virtue
yeah,
of whatever privacy she holds for her brand. But she did a masterclass of 500K and people paid in their
yeah.
hundreds. They
That's not our
paid.
first. I know that's not our first master class now. That's not our first master class.
No, that's her first. That's her first
Ah,
of that That's
shout
actually
out
her
to her.
first. I don't say
I
of
heard
that
that.
magnitude.
I heard that our Guinness Book World Record holder also did like a master class or registration for something, and people
Yeah,
paid.
she
Like,
did.
yeah, shout out to her,
But
man.
hers
It's
was
very,
more
very,
affordable.
yeah. She moves like somebody who will be in politics, like a first lady or something. Very, very. A celebrity style is very, very upper echelon. It's not Raz. You know, there's Raz celebrity in Nigeria. And it's very. It's heading towards that Genevieve level. It's heading towards that Genevieve level. You know, it's not
I'm trying
Raz.
to figure out why you say this though.
Yeah, I've seen the
Because I
potential.
don't
Don't
expect
worry.
anything different
Me, I don't.
or
I didn't know
anything
her from Madam.
less.
No, me, I didn't know her from Madam before until the cooking stuff and the way she has patterned herself after the whole cooking thing. I'm like, okay, okay, because she could have decided to be a nuisance and carry ring lights
Yeah.
and be saying
Yeah.
rubbish, but she moves even
Yeah.
when the world record was broken. The way she reacted, oh, I'm going to be a world record holder. She congratulated the person,
Yeah.
went to the
Yeah.
Guinness Book of World Records office. They gave her a whole tour of the place. I'm like, yeah, this is how celebrity should be done. This is how a celebrity moves. Not that you come out
I
now, you be half naked and you be shouting, "Don't play, don't play." What is that one
Please
now?
don't kill me.
Where
The
are we?
big something. You say
Yeah,
big A, not the little one. That thing
yeah.
annoys me,
Me,
especially
I've stopped
because
listening
Big
to him.
Brother.
Once I
Me,
see, I
yo.
don't see. Sorry,
Ah,
I can't spend money to buy data to see a man half naked. I cannot. I'm
please
sorry.
don't kill me.
I don't want to be
Oh
saying
my word.
it is not your breast, not be your breast that they can't look, not be your own breast that they can't find for internet.
Maybe
So
that kind of
please, Mr.
chest
Man,
they look.
no, no, get out. But yeah, shout out to how do you get to that? Oh yes,
You're
yes,
the best.
the master class
You
and
say
whatnot. Yeah,
I think she has sort of hacked into um the media side of exposure when it comes to her business. I
yeah,
think
she
basically
understands the
that's what
media
it is.
game, and the media is like
Yeah,
her ally right now. She hasn't, and
exactly.
everything is good. Yeah, make sure not just
Because
enter
I think
any controversy. That's all.
see, and guess what? I feel like even if she does, because of the I think either the management company that is currently doing her managing her as the
Yeah,
brand,
you understand it. Yeah,
yeah, they sort of they understand what they are trying to get, and they are ensuring to do like set up essential verticals for her to actually float on and ride that celebrity status on, right?
yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
to be very honest, I know that before she did the Guinness Book of World Records competition, she already had a booker as well in Neki,
Oh
and
yeah, I
so
heard
just
about
right
that.
exactly, and she actually is a chef, and she
Yeah,
cooks
she's a chef.
anyway,
Yeah, she's a chef.
and so
You're a real chef, man.
her
Nobody all this chef. We will not. We will not talk past that. All the chef they are doing home service. If you understand what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen,
please don't
they are
kill
cooking, but they're not
me.
cooking food. We will not just we will not expose the
They
guilty.
turn the pots.
The real pots.
They're turning it. You
The way to a
understand?
man's heart is through food. Now so, not there.
Yeah, so but is it a lie though? That adage is as old as the old wives' tale. So
That's
is it
Lisbon. That's Lisbon era. The way to a
even
man's heart now is BBL. Go and do your BBL. 3.5.
be serious? Is that the new way to a man's heart though? Let's know
In, Le-
what's
in
going on.
Lekki, in Lekki, that's what I heard. In Lekki, that's what I heard. 5.5,
So I'm
3.5,
tired.
4.5
Let me
years.
t- let me tell you what stresses me about your gender, right? To be very honest, and I do not mean
We
this in a
started
bad
again.
way.
Why we starting
I'm
with gender?
sorry.
Why? Why?
Okay, let me tell you what stresses me about men. You will see a man, and this is POV being female, right? You
Yes.
meet a man and say, "Oh, all those girls with fake bums. I don't like them. Fake bums. The ones that want to give you
Yes.
small phone, fake bums. I don't like
Yeah.
it." Da 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 da. But you see the girlfriend that they're following. The bum is quite fake, and
See,
everybody
waiting.
can see.
In
Later they
everything,
say,
when you're trying to look at for answers in this world, go and look at the good book. Look at the good book.
"Of course,
The
okay."
spirit is willing. The spirit is willing, but what?
The
The
flesh
flesh
is
is
weak.
this flesh they
God.
put on inside wahala.
Oh
Now the thing,
God.
David was a man
Oh,
after God's heart, but yet,
still,
yet,
he killed
because
somebody because of
we
his
have come short of
wife.
the glory of the Lord. We come short of the glory of the Lord.
I
So
know.
at that moment, the anointing was heavy on him, but the devil
Mm,
moving to and fro the universe,
a
looking for who to
thief
devour. You moving like a thief in the night. Waiting
prancing.
again. Come on now.
Yes.
It's not as if they
I
don't know,
get.
but they come afẹ́fẹ́ ayé, as you remember the afẹ́fẹ́ ayé. That's the problem. That's
Mm,
the problem.
that's
It's too
it. It's
much.
very true.
It's too much.
You
So
know,
put on your armor. Put all Christian soldier put on your armor.
you know what really is. What's actually funny is how like we're so quick to blame the devil for everything. I
Devil
don't
was
know.
like, man, I don't know. I have no hand in this. I was planning the end of the world. I don't know about this.
You
I don't
understand?
know
I
what
did
people are
it. They
talking
go
about.
another thing. The
I
ones that
have no
really tire
idea.
me, the ones that tire me are the men who talk up, who say, "Oh, I like girls on their natural hair." Please, can we actually get a proper verdict on that? We have a
What's
pastor's
that?
wife saying on the pulpit that you need to wear long hair and wigs to impress men. On the other hand, the men be lying or be saying the truth or be giving haphazard opinions, saying, "Oh,
So for
I like
me,
you better with your natural hair." So
so for me,
can we chop it up?
my own POV, this is for me. I'm not speaking for men. No. I know they look like when this weak thing doesn't like I don't see it as a huge factor in determining a woman's beauty. Like if you are putting on Brazilian, what's that one that if you flip your hair that it comes back to a, what's it
Bone
called?
Street.
Bone,
Bone Street.
in short, it took me like 2 years for me to even know what bone street is. Like I don't know. As long as the hair is just
All
nice
those
to look
things.
at, it's fine. I don't know if the other men will be like, oh, my, that baby so fine. Why is she so fine? Oh, because she has bone street. I don't know why. For me, I'm my own household, though. But it doesn't mean that you now do your hair like Sarafina. That you're not gonna do shuku. No, 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 no,
Really?
please.
Be
Yes.
serious. You don't like shuku?
No, I prefer Obak. Obak is my shape, but shuku that up one,
Okay,
no,
okay,
no,
okay,
no, no, no,
okay.
no. We don't
I
fuck
think
with that.
shuku is
That one, no.
cute though.
If I
I
was the
think it's
king of
really
an ancient,
cute.
if I was the king of an ancient village, our first thing I'll do, I said that day that they coronate me, they're banning shuku in this village. No woman,
Please
any
don't
woman saying
kill
shuku
me.
will be sent to the evil forest because you cannot
But
be
Ayo
fine.
is so cute.
There's no kids, nothing will be popping up like this. All back is fine. All those police, what's that one? Police cap or something.
Oh,
All those got
yes,
police cap.
yeah.
Yeah, those are
This
better.
is how
But
you know that you know who people from
shuku,
back in the day still not
yeah,
police cap.
shuku. So which doesn't move me, but that meant that maybe they like wigs. I don't know. It
Mm-hmm.
might be for them. I don't. Also,
Mm,
I noticed that men don't know how to deconstruct female beauty. Right?
mm.
They don't
Okay,
know.
so this is the
Oh,
challenge.
they don't know the quality of like. Oh, look at the shoes she's putting on. Look at the manicure and pedicure is on point. Look at the wig she's wearing. Look at the makeup. Look at the eyebrows. Just ask them, why do you like the girl? She's fine, or she
I
has
don't
big
think all
ass.
men are like that, though, because I feel
Most
that
men,
certain men
most
who
men,
actually
most
pay
men can't.
attention.
Most men can deconstruct female beauty. Like, okay, what makes this girl fine?
Fair,
Like, mention 5 things
fair,
that makes her fine. They'll be like, hi, yes, they say
fair.
she has breast and yash, or she has a fine face.
That
But
would
you're not looking
definitely
at,
make the cut.
like, the way women look at a man, like, oh, I like his shoes, I like his belt, I like the jewelry he has on. Man, no, they, yeah, she has breast, she has
So
a fine face, she has waist bead. Now, that waist bead for her, that's the highest jewelry ever. Bye bye. You
please don't
know,
kill me.
yeah, but
Please, I think.
they don't know the fine detail. Like, look at the quality of bag she's putting on. Like, oh, that bag is real. Look at the Van Cleef. That Van Cleef is original. They don't know because fine girl and fine girl. They don't know that. They don't know our status. So if the hair, they'll be like, whether the wig is 2,000 naira wig or whether it's 250K wig, they no
Or
send.
whether it's that one that has been trending on social media that it looks like somebody's mad hair.
Uh, do you see the
Whatever
one
it
that one?
is.
Do you see the one girl that pulled her mother's wigs and started dancing? Or more, you see those
Oh my
wigs? Oh my
words.
lord, that's
Was it your
sister
girl?
Rebecca of CAC.
Kill me.
CAC steadfast in the law, 40 years. Shall never
A
miss church.
chorister,
Ah,
leader,
no, no,
a
no, no,
choir
no.
leader, a
A
church
woman leader.
leader.
A woman leader.
That's it. That's it.
Yes. She
I
leads the
love it.
Married Women's Fellowship.
Mm. It
So
should
most
start. It
mechanic,
should be
yeah.
CWO president.
So
Mm-mm, no,
most
no, no, no,
mechanics,
not
I
that.
don't know from other guys, but you see here, like if I see like you have bunches, I'm like, you have money, but doesn't it tell me how fine you are?
Mm,
Yeah. Maybe for some
fintech.
men, it determines how fine
Mm-hmm.
you are, but for me, I'm like,
Yeah.
just get bar. She has bar.
Okay. Okay, I think I like that you have personalized that response because, to be very honest, because the industry that I work in, it has made me see, because I mean, some people, I don't know if everybody knows this. Away from doing, I've done unisex fashion, right? And when I've worked with men, I've come to understand that they actually are vain. Men are very vain. From the sewing of their clothes to the way they want their women to look. Certain men pay
But sorry,
attention.
you are dealing in fashion. So the subset of
Yeah.
men you are seeing there are they have a peculiar eye. They don't just move with randoms. They don't move with randoms.
Well, I
Not like
see
the
what you
organizer
mean.
on the streets. Not like the organizer on the street. Organizer don't give a fuck about your hair.
No, we're not talking of that class of. We're not
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about that class of men, of course. But
yeah.
like,
Because
I think
these
that.
men you're talking about, that women the quality of women they go out with reflects on them. They can't just have any bimbo. They can't just be seen with
Yeah.
any bimbo. So you have to, look the part.
So I think that the truth is that they don't really care sometimes if you're a bimbo. To be honest, as long as you
That's if you
look
want
the
to
part.
just well, yes, if you
Um.
can look the part, if you can go out with their
Yeah.
friends, like events with their friends, and you can hold a conversation, don't sound stupid, it's fine.
I feel like somewhat where we underestimate the I so this my again my opinion, right? I feel like men say, "Oh, I want a smart, intelligent woman, working power." But like when it comes down to it, a lot of men can't also stand the woman like that is intelligent in a sense.
And
And
that's
this is
across
my
the carry.
opinion, right? To be honest, this is my opinion from things I've seen around me and even interactions I've had in its entirety, right? Many times, also, I find that the men want you to be intelligent, but let them have their way. So
Yes.
there always has to be that huh, let's call it emotional intelligence for the lack of a better word, and not to sound derogatory to any gender. It's just that thing where I feel that men always want you to let them be men, massage their ego sometimes. And if you're intelligent all the time, of course you don't want to be spoken down to, you don't want to be treated in a certain way. This is not to say that if you're with an unkind person, you won't be getting all of those vibes and more. But still I feel men like that level of innocence, they want you to be a little bit innocent. As much as you're intelligent, you still need to reserve small, don't be too, don't be
Yes,
too
now.
much, don't be too anything.
Where
See, you
the
don't
where
have
they go, they go, man.
so we see where I think we all say the same thing, but the language is different. So sometimes we don't understand
Yeah.
ourselves. But it's
Sometimes
very
Russian, sometimes
interesting.
French. Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? And not everybody be speaking English regardless. I see that dynamic going on these days, and maybe now I'm paying more attention to it. And it's just like, you know, don't be a powerful woman too much. Don't be too intelligent. Don't be. It's just like, don't be with somebody, whether it's marriage or partnership or companionship, whatever reason you're with anybody. Don't be with anybody that is unkind.
hmm
Hey,
By the
please, let
way, but
kindness.
yeah. By the way, did you see that Joke Silva video that went viral? How our friends?
No, I didn't. Oh, what happened?
Okay. Shout out. They're talking about the advantages of old women having sex, like after women hit
Wait, I love it.
menopause. I mean,
Menopause.
being a journalistic fellow, being a man
Love
of
it.
insights, I say I like like these women. These women are saying something without saying something. Those who have ears, let them hear where we're now. What these women are saying. I don't go talk
Please,
past
do you
that one.
have it?
Shout out to
How long
I
was
was
the interview?
for like it was just a clip, or like a promo clip, just like 2 minutes. So she was just
Okay.
saying that menopause is not the end of great sex for women their age.
Of
That
course.
there's like lubricant and stuff, you know. Yeah, and I'm like,
Love it.
I wanted to tweet something, but I said no because if I look at that tweet now, people start adding 2 plus. So I'm just saying, shout out to all the women there on that table, and shout out to the boys in Red Street. That's all I'm saying.
Wow.
Shout out to all the
Please
boys in
send me
Lekki.
the video.
Let's, okay, well, after this, I'll send you the link. Shout out to them.
Mm-hmm.
Those who don't know that these women, vintage cars, are being driven by young
Please
men. That's what we are
don't kill
saying.
me.
I know talk past that one.
See,
Okay,
they
let's
need
go
to
to
keep
tweet of the
body
week.
and soul together.
Of course,
That's
now.
the truth.
Body no be wood now.
Body and you understand? Everybody needs to be warmed up. But have can we
Yeah.
before we go into TW, can we talk about how hot,
Oh,
scorching hot
I
Lagos
have
has
two
been?
fans. I have two fans on right now, and my fan died.
My fan has got.
One day, I just noticed. I woke up and my fan was just making noise. I said, "What is this?" I tried it for like 8 hours. All of a sudden, smoke just came out. I said, "We're done.
What?
We're done." I was gonna
No
buy.
way.
I was gonna buy another fan
Look at
again.
you.
I said, "God, day, God, day."
Wait, Ayo, you bought a new rechargeable fan.
No, 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 no. Just bought a new standing fan.
Me, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy a new standing fan. My fan went bad,
Mm-hmm.
and I have had to be turning to be using the AC to keep
Is this ceiling fan?
myself. No, it's not ceiling fan. That's standing fan now.
Okay, okay, okay. Ah, those things die quickly.
It's
Especially those
bad
rechargeable
now.
ones. Yeah, they
It's
died. So
been
I just
bad,
bought.
safe.
I just bought a normal fan. Then I also
Normal,
have like one
yeah.
small wall rechargeable fan, just in case they take like I just on that one. I'm okay.
See,
Have you
I
noticed that
need.
fans, ceiling fans are not ceiling? They're not ceiling anymore.
They're not even buying them anymore. I don't really
I
see
remember when we were
houses using
young.
ceiling fans.
I remember when we were young.
Yeah,
If you put your fan to the highest, you're going to catch malaria the next morning. Before you die.
honestly,
Now
honestly.
you turn this into the highest, nothing. You don't go feel am. The heat will be killing you. I'm like, what is happening with the
Is,
quality of fans these days?
is it the quality of the fan or the quality of the air that we are receiving in the atmosphere? Because
Also the
that's the
quality of
heat I'm
the
talking about.
yeah, also the quality of homes that we live in. Back then they used to build houses to cause
Air.
ventilation. Now they build houses to like for dogs. You just put one window. Bye bye, get out.
Please don't kill me.
If you want to rent, if you want to rent, rent. You don't want to rent.
Man, real estate in Nigeria is really, really, especially in this Lagos. Let me not say Nigeria because I don't speak for the whole of the nation, but like in
Yeah,
Lagos, the poorer the quality, the quality of the houses are getting poorer and the prices are going higher. It's just so crazy. Like, why? Why is this even happening? But if you have a rechargeable fan in this season, you're quite a rich person because rechargeable fans go for as low as 60,000 naira and as high as 150K, depending on the brand you're buying. So if you have a rechargeable fan and it works right now, kiss it and tell it thank you for remaining working for working in these turbulent times that we are going
yeah,
through right
yeah,
now,
yeah.
especially with the heat.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
crazy,
now we
man.
can go.
Yes. Okay, now tweet of the week is in two parts.
Tweet of the week. You are now listening to the tweet of the week, the tweet that stood out the most on Twitter.
Right here.
On 234 Essential Podcast.
A lady called Melanie tweeted,
Okay.
I want to ask a question. This thing men do when they reply only the last part of your message is on purpose, right? And my guy replied, "What's on purpose?" I'm like, no. That's a, shout out to you, my guy. You get to real. You get to real for men. That's the hot shot. That's the
Oh,
hot goal. What is
oh
on,
my
what's on
word.
purpose? I can't remember the question. I
But
can't
why do you
remember the
guys do that
question
though? Is it intentional
because
really?
yes, because there's sometimes that you may ask questions that we are not in the mood for this interrogation. Just ask the easiest
Wow.
one, and the easiest one is always the last one. Ah,
Wow.
they can. Women will ask 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D. Knowing that they are going to number two, they will first ask you preamble and context, chapter one and two. When they get to chapter three, why? Why?
But if person no know
Why?
you can't ask question, you do mistake.
Ask question
But it's
once.
not
Finish.
enough. See, even in our scientific studies, you need to query, you need to ask. You can never accept anything hook, line, and sinker. You
Science not
must
in Nigeria again.
challenge
Science is
it.
dead in Nigeria. Science is dead in Nigeria. There's no more science in Nigeria.
You know, that's so sad, really, that we say that because, and hey, Nepal has brought light. You guys,
2023.
I'm so excited.
2023. 2023.
In
They should
Tinubu's,
bring
in In Sanwo-Olu's Lagos and Tinubu, Nigeria, we have
So I don't
light
know
right
get your
now.
time. Oh. Let's talk about some shortly. So you don't get your time. Oh. Baby
Yeah,
boy is
you
baby
don't
boy.
really
You
send
don't get your time.
anybody. Do you
You don't get your
understand?
time. Oh. You don't get your time.
You guys. But on Sunday was International Men's Day. Ayo,
Yeah.
happy
So
International
see,
Men's Day.
see, and now it was International Women's Day. You go to have tackled me from the 001
Okay,
second,
I
but we are
want you
in
to.
44 minutes. It's not. It's men. We really have ourselves, brothers. We really
Yes,
have
so you
ourselves.
really only have yourselves. Don't be looking at any woman to be raising you up. Be confident all by yourself. Be serious.
Kings,
But
kings.
see, say na kings. Kings what?
Don't worry. Continue. Continue.
See, let me tell you something. Why do you guys, and this is a very genuine question, why do you guys want women to celebrate the day more than you guys?
Because you people hoodwink us to celebrate your own day more than you people have like 10, and we are forced to celebrate that 10 every year. So
See,
this
but
only
like,
day
it's
for us. This one day we expect that they go the red carpet, we gonna block them Milan Bridge, we gonna call Kwamon and 50 cents, public holiday.
and
That day
future.
free knacks for all boyfriends and husbands.
I love it. I really, really
Simple.
love it.
Yes.
And see,
That day men
you
should not
see,
even men should not even pay tithe in church. Simple as that. Let the women pay tithe on behalf of the men.
just say that you want the world to give you a hall pass beyond the hall pass that you currently enjoy as
Which
just
hall
being
pass?
male.
Which hall pass? Where
Because
is
that's
the hall?
which hall pass don't you guys have? You guys are the
Ugochi,
world permits
Ugochi,
and forgive
Ugochi,
literally
Ugochi, Ugochi,
everything voodoo.
Ugochi, calm down.
But
You are dragging that. It's
but
International Men's Day. Calm down. Don't let us enjoy. Give us this week.
I mean,
Next week. Next week you can bring out your cutlass. Just give us. We are
see,
begging. Give us this
but
week.
guess what?
Can we,
I'm not
hey,
I'm not even attacking. That's the truth, right? I'm stating
we cannot
facts on
attack you.
facts here.
Just clap. Just see. Clap. Thank you. You men. What the men? Thank you. Thank you very
I
much.
love this effect so
It's
much.
good. It's okay. Let me
See,
go.
I need to say something first, though. Before
See.
I, and the truth is, I bear no grudge, right? To be very
Yeah.
honest, my argument is very simple. Or let
Why
me
no?
not
This is
say
more place
argument.
why is there argument on this day? Why?
Exactly. So I don't want. Let me. That's why I wanted to correct myself. Let me not say arguments. Let me say my opinion is very simple. So it is your birthday, for instance, Ayo, right? It's your birthday,
Yes.
and you want me to make it louder for you than you yourself.
Yes. Now.
So first, let me put it this way: how life works in general, except you have just like people with great energy around you, is that if you amplify something or you say, "Oh, I really like this thing," then people amplify it for you. Like the people around you will only take your energy and run with it because you've said, "Oh, I like this thing," right? So it's International Men's Mental Health Days, International Men's Days, International Men's anything. And then men are waiting for women to amplify it for them. Start it, start the journey, start clapping for yourselves, start
You are
wishing your
tired.
fellow guys,
You are
start wishing your
tired.
fellow guys happy men's day.
How do you know we did that
Hype
in our
hype
how do you know
yourselves
we did
up.
that in our WhatsApp group? How do you know we did it in our WhatsApp group?
See, that's
How?
so that's another thing that I find this is what I'm always talking about men. So you do things in that you behave like you don't like something when deep down you really like it.
Ugochi,
But
please
how
let us enjoy this
who is
thing.
the
Let
who
us
is the
enjoy
mind reader
the rice
that
from that
you
day till day.
expect?
The smoky rice from that the smoky jollof is
Oh
there, right?
my
Please.
gosh! You
Next
know
week you can
what?
carry your please. Let's celebrate
I
the women.
completely, I see that this conversation will never be had in its fullness at the time
We'll
that I
say, but
desire. So
no.
I'll wait
Uh-huh.
for it. I'll wait
Sheath
for it
your
to come
sword.
to me. Yes,
Sheath
I'll
your sword,
definitely
oh
see this.
warrior.
I'm
Thank you.
definitely going to do that, but happy
Thank you.
international, is it mental health, men's mental health
It's
or
just
men's
men's
day?
day. No change them again.
Eh,
See, they won't change them again.
No
It's men's
best.
day. Men's day.
I wanted to
Thank
be
you.
sure. I
Okay,
just
you're
wanted
sure
to be
now.
sure,
You're very
but
sure
hope
now.
you receive. I'm so sorry that I didn't even reach out to you on that day because me, I did enjoy
Don't
early
worry,
morning
it's
by the beach.
men are very strong. We just moved on. We patted ourselves on the back and we moved back on our backs and we moved on. No
That's
biggie.
good. You need to chop it up. Chop it
Yeah.
up. And if you love it, do it. If you guys love it, celebrate it. Don't be shy. Life is too short. If you love
Okay.
it, show everybody that you love it.
So,
Nothing go
anybody
happen.
just come to
Period.
next International Women's Days and say one thing. It's just tweets I'll put. Happy Women's Day.
See,
Peace.
Evidence they say I wish you happy international men's. You see, whether I
After many
wish you,
after many belated moves.
but I've explained to you that I've been off the grid and I just
Okay, don't
literally
worry.
got back to
Me
the
I have
grid.
degrees. Me I go Takwa Bay that day. And network no good day.
I we should actually plan like it's just that we don't have the best people around us, but it would be nice to have like a retreat at Takwa Bay.
Yeah, that'd be
It would
dope.
be so great. Do you get what I mean? Like you
That'd be
just
nice.
and I think companies should actually look into that as the year is coming to a quick
Yes, now. It's very expensive. How much is boat
end.
now?
Do you understand? No, and even the Takwa Bay, you can I think like a pine Tropicana is what I'm now even thinking about too. If you
Ah,
can't
that's a
make it
nice one.
to do you understand? If you can't make it to places like Takwa Bay, you can just try like a pine or like somewhere resorty where you can just take your team to think about the year in
Yeah.
retrospect and set OKRs for the new year, and get it going. Need to keep see the company is only as strong as its team. If you don't have a
Mm.
great team, it's the truth now. If you don't have a great
Yeah,
team, you're really just grasping at straws, really, really. Um I when are we going to talk about Lady Madam Kwenkwe?
no, are we doing
We
it
promised
tonight?
last week. We
Me, I can
promised
talk
last week
about
that
it
was gonna
tonight.
be
But the problem is Madakoko. You're talking about Madakoko now. It's not that I'm afraid though. But you know that talk about
Hey,
Nigeria. You talk about
I don't
Nigerian
kill me.
horror. Talking about Nigerian horror, it's more realistic. I'm talking about like vampire, werewolf. I ain't gonna
So
lie.
be
Whenever
serious that you're
Madakoko
afraid right now.
whenever Madakoko put up in that movie, I'm like, okay, calm down first. It's just a movie, even though it can be
I
very
will be
real.
serious. You were scared?
No, I wasn't scared. I was only joking. Well, I was
Okay.
scared about the only part that I was a little bit scared was in the dormitory scene. Whenever that girl has a dream, that part was like some real shit. Like yeah, apart from that, the other parts I'm like no, 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 no. But I'm good with that. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
are we talking about it today?
Yeah, let's talk about Madame Koi Koi now.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, we've
Let's
given
do
you
that.
all our listeners grace. If you've not watched Madame Koi Koi, it's on your own. Oh. Spoiler alert! You have spoiler alert now. You know the time.
Pause
So
now and go and listen.
that was it's on Netflix. How much
Go and watch
Netflix?
rather.
1,001, I'll be 1,500, I'll be 2,000. Go and watch it, please.
That's good.
All right. So Malakoko, anybody who doesn't know what Malakoko is, if you're not a full-blooded Nigerian, is one of the Nigerian urban legends of a teacher who was wrongfully sacked, and on her way back from the school, a boarding school, she had an accident and she died. This teacher was a very beautiful woman, and she always wore heels, red heels in particular in school. So whenever she was walking, they hear the students will hear the sound koi 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 koi. So after she died, it was reported. We don't know the name of the school. Oh, it's one of these urban legends. You never know the. It was reported that at night, after her death, students heard the koi koi sound, and this ghost of this lady began to terrorize students. And this is a popular urban legend that is in every boarding school in Nigeria, whether it's mixed boarding school, whether it's male or female boarding
Missionary.
school, every it is there. So after all these years, right, of all these urban legends and urban stories, we decided, then the good people in Nollywood decided to do a movie about it, and that is what we now have. That is out now as Madam Koi Koi, the origin story. And this Madam Koi Koi story takes place in a missionary school. There's a young girl whose mother lost her job in a big city, so she had to relocate to a smaller town or a small town, and there happened to be a missionary school there, so she was enrolled in that missionary school, and the headmistress, so to speak, was Emefiele Doyle, who was the supreme mother or mother in charge. It's a Catholic school
Mother
or missionary
superior.
school, yeah. So mother superior. She was the one in charge, and she was hell bent in keeping the school because at this time the mother superior of the school was Emefiele Doyle, and her motive throughout that movie was to hold on to that school. Now, this is aspect I like because this is actually true. There was a time Nigeria had missionary schools, and at the point, the government took out the missionary schools and said they were going to start. They were the ones administrating. They're going to be the administrators of the schools, are no longer the missionary schools. Uh, well, this is true.
No longer the missionaries.
Yeah, not like until they gave it to them back a few, I think like 10 years ago. At least the ones in Lagos, I can remember anyway. Yeah, so at this point, the government has started taking away the missionary schools, and Iritola Dodge didn't want that. So that meant she kept a strict eye on what was, or a fixed eye on what was happening in school. She didn't want any scandals, she didn't want any violence, nothing happening like that. Now, incidentally, as this new girl enters the school, the ghost of Madame Kwekwe reoccurs. I don't want to spoil it for you guys. I'm still pitying you guys, so please don't
Please
watch it.
spoil it. What do you mean by that? Because me, I'm going to spoil it all.
Okay, so the reason why the ghost of Madame Kwekwe comes back is because the lady, the young girl who just entered the school, is the daughter of one of the men who raped Madame Kwekwe before the spirit of the forest absorbed her and now made her a vengeful spirit. So, as a way to stop the killings back then, when they raped her, and the Madam Kwekwe started killing people back in the 70s, they said they did a sacrifice, and they now said the families of all the rapists should leave the town and never come back. That if any of them come back, including their descendants, Madam Kwekwe's spirit will come back and start killing people. Now, unknown to this girl, her father was one of the rapists. Apparently, her mom got pregnant for her father, but they never got married. He kicked her out, so she became a single mom. And they could not even find her father. Even in the movie, they couldn't even trace him. I think they say he had an accident or it was in a mental institute or something like that. So this girl coming back triggered the spirit of Madam Kwekwe. As fate to have it, that night, the four most popular boys in the school, who were brilliant, but also
Three.
assholes.
Oh, four, yeah.
Yeah, four, initially four. Were
Four,
also
yeah.
like assholes. So there was a girl that was rolling with them. And one of the boys acted as if he had a crush on the girl. He now told the girl that they should hang out in a house near the school. He said it was his uncle that owned it or something like that for them to
They
make
were
out.
notorious for those acts anyway.
Yeah, so they already had a history or a reputation, because the girl who befriended the new girl who entered the school warned her not to follow these boys. That these boys have that every girl that follows these boys, something bad always happens to the babe. So this girl and this babe
Shout out to
and this
that
guy.
babe, by the way. She's my
Shout out to
friend's
her.
wife,
Oh, for real?
actually. Yeah, we
Yeah,
served
shout out
together
to
in
her.
Nikiti.
Oh, that's dope. So this guy and this young boy and this babe were making out, and there's a knock on the door. And the girl was jittery, like, who is that? We're not expecting anybody. And the boy opens it, and it's the rest of his clique. So apparently, this was a gangbang scene. And this was my least favorite scene in the movie, because I had to follow that part, because and I even questioned myself that, or I even questioned why would there be rape scenes in movies, that you don't need to be as graphic as that for us to understand that there was a rape scene. And funny enough, a week later, I read a newsletter about it from a person who watched the same, who watched Madam Kwekwe, and also questioned why that rape scene was there. That there's other way they could have indicated that rape scene occurred. Especially
Like
rape scenes
how
directed,
they have done it.
or they would have done it a different way. Maybe just take a shot of the house they were in and her just screaming once, and you already know what that is. And he said that it's very problematic for male directors to shoot rape scenes, because the guy broke it down that rape scenes don't normal, that the way that rape scenes are shot, especially in Nollywood, they make it appear as if rape is only one, it only happens one way, right? The violence, tearing of clothes and everything. The writer said that rape occurs in many ways. So many victims
Of course.
who watch Nollywood might not know they've been raped, because that idea of, oh, it has to be this or that, and I totally understand the person. And me lately, I've been trying to run away from very graphic when it comes to sexual violence and sexual. I'm running away from all those kind of
Yeah.
things. So I just forwarded it, and so the poor girl now left the room after she was raped, and she was walking in the forest, and the idiot that set it up was not chasing after her, and I said, "Oh, I'm very sorry," blah 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 blah, and the guy just told him off. As he was still in the forest, a red light. First thing I don't like about that film, why did they have to make Madam Kwekwe always come out in red light? What is that? Now we get it. It's an evil
Please don't
spirit.
kill me.
What is the red light? Red light was too harsh for me. So
How,
this red light.
how I think I sort of liked it, Sha. I found it
Oh,
interesting.
you know what? Michael Jackson Thriller.
I
Maybe you show
do.
smoke coming out or something. Don't say go show red light. I say you did traffic junction. Anyway,
I
the
love
red
it.
light comes out, and we don't see Madam Cocker, but obviously we know it's her. And the boy gets slashed. His face gets disfigured. His neck is ripped
Bashes their
open.
faces.
Yeah, and blood comes out. This is the part that you know that Irretiola Joy was actually the villain of the film.
Mm.
This poor girl was going back to the school, and Irretiola Joy acting like a witch that never sleeps because she has ulterior motives. Saw this girl and asked her what was the problem. The girl now confessed to her. She now say, I don't really believe you, first of all. But even though your ways are not, you have wayward ways. You know the normal stereotypical way you try to slut shame somebody who has been raped, and everything.
That scene really triggered me. I
Yeah.
hated
And
that
she now
scene
said,
so
okay,
much.
I'll investigate it, but go back to the dorm. Now the reason why she treats these boys as golden eggs is because they are the pride and joy of the
Star
school.
Kids.
They are the star
Yeah.
kids that then they win all the tournaments, like the academic tournaments. And there's a big academic tournament that depended on them to win, that they really had to win so that the government won't take the school. So the lecturer that was sweeping everything under the rug so that everything will not just, so that the government will take over the school, right?
Mm-hmm.
What happened next? Okay, so the next day, so sorry, when that killing happened, the girl who was newly admitted had a dream that there was a ghost-like figure entering the dormitory, and she wakes up, and that's the scariest part for me. Whoever shot that thing, that person must be a satanic disciple or something.
Please don't
That
kill
shit,
me.
that shit was really moving. Anyway, the next day, the three boys now find out that where's our fourth guy? They go to his dorm. He's not there. They say, okay, maybe he didn't come to class. He's not okay. They now went to the dorm. He's not there. I say, okay, what's happening? Meanwhile, the boy's body has been discovered, but many people in the village don't know he's the boy. They just know that he's a student of the school. Yeah, that has been killed. Now, word now goes back to Rachel Doy through a very old man who is like the CSO of that school, and he was the son of the native doctor who handled the case of Manakoke when he first appeared in the 70s, right? He now informed her
That
that
cut that cut off the
yes,
fingers of the culprits and dismissed them from the
yes.
village.
So is that how you knew? I think somebody was telling Rachel Doy that they discovered a body in the forest, right? And they described how they discovered the body, and immediately that man's ears was pricked, and he wanted to know more. But Rachel Doy now just puts everything under the carpet in the staff meeting that it has nothing to do with us. All students are accounted for, right? And
Yeah.
that man was just having a very bad feeling. Now, after the staff meeting, those three boys now came. Rachel told them that you guys have to start preparing for the tournament and everything. And they now told her that our fourth guy is missing. We've not seen him. Now, for a normal, responsible headmistress, she should already add 2 plus 2 together that this person they found in the forest must be this boy. She just cooked up a lie that your friend normally runs away, used to run away like that when he was little, maybe ran away to his parents. I'll call his parents to confirm. And the boys were surprised, like around the weekend. They shrugged and they went out. The old man now asked Rachel that why didn't you just raise an alarm right now? She just said she shut up, blah 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 blah. And the man kept quiet. Now comes the police. The police is what's the name of this Netflix actor that is everywhere?
Deal with me.
They
Awesome.
will, yeah. And Badge. Is it Badge?
Yeah.
Badge
Remember that
Adekule,
guy.
who, let me look for his name. Who acted the role of a very stupid, but he acted that role very well. Very,
I
like,
actually
the guy
liked
annoyed him.
his
Yeah.
persona.
Badge Adebule, yes, Badge Adebule. The policemen in the 70s, they now came and they started making investigations. They went to the forest. First of all, they went to the school to go and meet the headmistress, like, how far, this person is missing, one thing. The woman said, no, all students are accounted for. They said, are you sure? Say yes. While they were going, they now noticed that this woman is obviously lying, right? Now, Badge's character is actually a pedophile. He could not even hide his own. The way he was ogling like young girls, teenage. That's when I knew he would die. It was obvious when I saw that. I said, "Yeah, you not go take. You will die
See,
in this film. You will die in
he
this
was
film. There's no how."
his own was just very blatant and
And
like
he had a very disgusting sound he was making with his mouth. Like when you finish eating food that is very good, anytime I saw the guy, I'm like, God have me. This guy actually acted the part
terrible.
well.
so well. He
Yeah,
actually did a
okay.
good
So
job, to be honest.
funny things were happening in the school. The girl still having her dreams. Those three boys were bullying her. Obviously, they already marked her as the next victim. But she was a very brilliant girl, so she was as they give her, she they give them back. So not taking
Mm-hmm.
bullshit. Now Madakoko goes on his killing spree, kills like two villagers. The policemen go to the scene of the crime. They see a new body. Now, coincidentally, the CSO of the school now goes there, and when he sees the cops, his worst fears come to life. Oh fuck! Here we go again. This shit is about to happen, and he tried to raise alarm. Nobody was listening to him. Idiotola had one henchman, that very annoying guy. That guy was
What's
very,
that
I
guy's
was,
name again?
was very scared. And that guy looked very scary because when he used to pop up
I
on people,
swear.
like, yo, what the fuck? What's this guy doing here?
See, people that went to that went to boarding schools, their house,
We
they
know
can
these
attest
people.
to the character of the
Yes,
housemaster.
there was
He
also
was
one
so
henchman,
creepy.
always one henchman for the
I'm
principal.
telling you,
I always spy
so
on
creepy.
students. Yeah. So things were already going crazy in town. People were already G3. School students were already G3 that they're killing somebody, or that they hear that Miss Peter has been killing people and everything. So the old man goes to meet the policeman and he tells them the story, the whole entire story. This lovely lady, what's her name? Omawumi Dada, a very wonderful actress, was
Yeah.
actually Madam. She was the Madam Kweko character, and Choma Akota. She happened to be the sister who was still in the school, who witnessed everything, but she could not talk. She suffered mutism after that whole incident. She could not tell people what happened.
The
What do
Reverend
you say?
Sister. So I want
Yeah,
to say that she was a Reverend Sister, and I want to say
she was a reverend
that
sister.
yeah, that's basically what I say. But I want to say something. I think I'll say it when like we're giving our reviews of the movie when you're done.
Okay, so he narrates the whole story, and as policemen who applied logic over black magic. They're laughing at him like, "Okay, what is this man saying?" And everything. First of all, shout out to the two policemen, because those two policemen are more efficient than the policemen we have in Nigeria. The policemen, that is the real fiction in the movie. That these guys were
I
efficient to
swear.
kind of investigate, because no Nigerian man, no problem is investigating shit.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you,
So
sweeping
they
it
tell
under
the
the
guy,
carpet.
so they tell the old man tells them the story, and they're like, fuck it, what it is. They go back to the school again just to interrogate the principal. And she purposely leaves them there for like 2 hours, right? And when she comes back, she's like, "Oh, you people are still here. Sorry, oh, there's something important I have to do again." And she bounces on them. Then Wumi's character leaves. He says he needs to go and do some things in town, further investigate. Fine. Badge, who has been ugly all the small girls like R. Kelly in a secondary school,
Please don't
decides to
kill
stay
me.
back. He said he wants to handle one or two further investigations with some questioning. Now, this is the part I don't understand. Like, I don't get. Why was that young girl so upfront with Badge's character? Like, she was behaving like a more, very
So
forward with them. Even when the first came, and the principal told her that, oh, she should ask them what do they want to take or something. The way she presented herself was very, very, it was very,
flirtatious. She was actually flirting
very
with him.
flirtatious. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
she
the
was
second time,
intentionally flirting with him.
yeah, so the second time as Badge was giving her lines, she was giving him back, and they were talking like that. Next thing we see, they're coming out from one place that's close to the forest. They're dressing up, the last bits of that button and everything. And Badge gave her money, and I think he gave her like provisions or something like that.
Provisions.
Now, somebody that they say that the dog that wants to get lost will not hear the whistle of the hunter.
God I
Badge
beg.
don't do one round. He said no. He want do one for the road. Quickie inside forest. He want do
A quickie.
forest time. He want do forest time. As I was trying to lure the girl ran off because she was not in the mood again. She said, "Oh, people will notice, blah blah blah, I'll not be in school." As that was happening now, as the girl left, once again, ladies and gentlemen, what happened? The red light. Red light
And purple
district.
struck.
My guy was killed. Once again, our young damsel has a dream. Now, the peculiar thing about her dream is that for every time she dreams, this creature of the night gets closer and closer
Come
to her,
closer.
getting closer and closer to her. When the policeman dies, meanwhile, what's his name? Dewumi's character had a small, with one lady of the night. He had one lady of the night, one tryst. The people not saying that in this our job, we see many things. the babe now told him the story of Madame Koi Koi again. Not like the origin, but the legend, how it now became very popular. That her mother and grandmother were not telling her that, oh, more run away from this Madame Koi Koi. She only gets one show when the other Koi Koi run. And the guy started to believe. You know, the next day, hell breaks loose that, oh, more there's another body
I think
in the
that
forest.
woman of the night, the lady was actually even alive when it had happened. She said it had happened 20 years ago,
Oh,
and
yeah, she was a
that's
child
when the
then.
legend,
Yeah,
yeah, but she was a child.
yeah.
And
Okay,
then
yeah.
that's when the thing happened, and she had experienced a lot of things, and it is true, Yeah, but
hmm
keep going, keep right on,
So
G,
this,
right on.
so the CSO now came. CSO was not baffled, like, there's a new body in the forest. He now said he will go to his father's apprentice, the one who studied the Ifa divination. And these
Yeah.
two people don't like each other because the apprentice, who's not old, who's not the Ifa, who's not the native doctor in the town, always accuses the CSO of betraying his father's ways to embrace the white man's ways and everything. So the CSO goes to meet him, and this guy was lambasting him. He now said, Concon, there's a bigger issue at hand, though. This thing that we buried 20 years ago is back. The guy said, nah, lie. That's what Baba going to in chamber of chambers. When Baba see what happened, so, oh boy, it is back. They
You
started
don't
theorizing.
cast.
They started forming that how can this be possible? That who has come into this village? That is like who is the person that's coming to this village that is related to the family of these people? They now found out that the new girl who got into the school actually is the daughter of one of the rapists. And there's a flashback scene of all that happened and everything. How the father kicked her mother out. And shout out to them. In the 70s, women were also doing they're also doing a one night stand. One night stand
She's
was
not
popular in the
kidding.
70s. Don't let your parents deceive you. That wait until marriage. Your mommy was knocking once.
One time, one touch.
Anyway,
Your mommies
they
and daddies.
anyway,
Let
for
me
lack of
let
a
me
better
put a
word.
quick segue inside this. You remember
Okay,
there
please
is
do.
also a law in in the Malomo village where
Yeah.
as a new person into the village, you need to go and introduce yourself to the king
Oh, and
before
there's a reason for
you
that. Yes.
exactly. So that I
Yeah.
continue now. You may go
So
on.
the reason why you have to go and meet the king is because the king has to protect you so that, and he has to make sure that you are not a descendant of any of the families, so that you don't fuck up the whole peace they have in this village. So anyway, now this small girl, she didn't know about that tradition. She just came come and do school. So anyway, she fucked up the spiritual balance of the whole village and everything. And the killings were getting closer and closer to the village, to the school. So for lack of a better word, the policeman, they with me, and the CSO basically kidnapped this girl from school.
Literally,
Meanwhile,
oh, that's what
Meanwhile,
happened. Though.
pause. Yeah, meanwhile, pause. Because the competition was getting closer, and because those three boys had an ulterior motive for that babe, they told the retailer door that since they can't get that fourth guy back in time, that they need a new person on their team. And the retailer like, okay, choose anybody. They now say they want a female, and they now mention this girl specifically. Ariotodela forced this girl to go and start doing how do they call them now? What do they call
Prep, night prep.
night prep with these boys. This girl was lucky enough that her friend followed her to the night prep, but still, that night they were there to rape the two of them. Luckily, the CSO came and stopped that whole nonsense and everything, you know.
Yeah,
And so, no, back to where we were. CSO and the policeman basically kidnapped this girl and they took her to the
I'm telling you.
Babalawo. And when the Babalawo saw her, I said, Baba said, you could feel the stench on her. Say, God damn. They now said, okay,
Nashi, oh, Nashi.
they'll do divine protection for her and all that, you know. One thing. They did divine protection for her. They now took her back to school. I'm not sure. Did those boys really her again?
They tried to release her on campus. Remember when she left? When she, I think when she, no, they tried. They were looking for her. They were looking
Yeah, I
for
know
her,
they're
but
looking
they
for her.
relayed that first girl that they raped. And I
Oh, yeah,
think they
yeah, yeah.
relayed her in school. No, they relayed her in school before they went to go and tell the principal that they wanted and the mother superior that they
Yeah, I know that
wanted her
one.
to be on their
I
team.
want to know what triggered Manakoko to enter the school because something was happening. The Manakoko now entered and killed those boys.
Um,
I can't remember. I think they
let
waited her
me
again. I think they did again. Hold up, let me look at that part. Let me just find that part in my
Yeah.
something
I'm
happened.
trying to think of what happened that Madam. Anyway, they had already even said that Madam Koko was drawing closer to the school.
So yeah,
Um,
so the thing is that what triggers her is like sexual violence too. At least a bit of it,
mm,
sha. So she not this is not the part that now messed me up, and this is what now begins my review. This was not supposed to be the ultimate battle, right? Between this girl, the policeman CSO versus Madam Koi, right?
and the principal of the school.
Immediately Madam Koi entered that school, right? That girl already saw her. Everywhere was red now. It was fucked up, you know. Omawumi was like, okay, I'm going to kill all you niggas. Immediately that happened, the girl ran to go and meet Chama Akpota's character. Boom. Where she was, because Chama Akpota's character was not doing anything in that movie apart from praying. She was praying ceaselessly 247, like the
I'm
saints
telling
waiting for the
you,
return of the Lord. So she
Lord,
burst into that class where Chama Akpota is, and for the first time, Sister Choma
into
spoke.
the chapel.
Yeah, and as Manakoko was coming, Choma Akpota said, "No, this is not you. Blah 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 blah. Don't let the evil that's in you destroy you." The CSO came, she slapped the CSO, go one side. The woman came, she slap and go one side. This is not my grouse. Now beg, they use beg man and Kwekwe make she go. Don't be saying anybody called the name of Jesus Christ. Nobody is a spiritual artifact. Now beg,
At
they
the end of
beg.
the day,
It was such an anticlimax. Like you
Eh,
people, why?
honestly,
Because I thought
honestly,
that this was going to be the ultimate battle between light and darkness. Like they'll reveal that girl has her own powers too. She's like a psychic, and they're not
exactly.
going to fight the ultimate battle. Cool,
Or
I say,
the
hey,
sister,
Yagbana.
or the sister, someone we don't they play pray for 20 years. Say she go. The spirits go
Yeah.
too much charge for him
So
body, destroy the Madam
when she
Koi.
use her rosary knock Manakoko will just
Do you
melt.
understand?
Not happen like that. Oh, now beg they beg am, and Manakoko now
See,
disappeared. The next morning,
honestly.
they now arrested Iriotodola Doy. I do not know technically why they have to arrest her. I do not know why.
So she obstructed justice now.
Oh yes, I think I remember. I remember.
Yeah, she
Also,
obstructed justice.
they killed her second. They killed her PA when they're trying to dig that body or something.
Exactly.
When they're trying to
And
get that
you know
body,
that
so they,
the PA had also even gone out to go and kill the CSO. That's what even brought Madam
yeah,
Kwekwe closer to the school.
he wanted to come and kill the CSO, yeah, and everything like that. Yeah,
Exactly.
that was some weird shit anyway. But anyway, the next day
And
they arrested her. They took all the boys' bodies, all the so-called buff boys that were trying to rape everybody, and they put them in the van. They died, and that was the end of the story. The CSO and the native doctor were now talking that is it possible for Madam Kwekwe to come back? And the
of
native doctor
course.
said it's possible that is evil. That evil is too strong enough for it not to come back. It might go somewhere else. Now that small thing they gave us at the end, is it the same school or a different school?
Which small thing?
Where the female senior was now raping a junior boy. Did you
I
not
did
watch
not
that
see that
part?
schedule. No.
I gotta watch that part. I gotta watch that part. So after everything, you know how Marvel the film there's an extra scene. I don't know where that school,
Mm.
but a
The
female
one that
senior
is
was
still
now
showing on
harassing.
my list.
Yes,
Continue
a female
watching
senior
this.
saw one young boy say, "Tonight, come and meet where we always meet." And the boy came and she wanted to
Mado.
harassing the boy. You already know they have there's a history of sexual abuse. And when that was happening, a red light just appeared. Boom! I said, "We're
God, I
done."
beg.
Mother Koko, the defender of sexual assault. Why she?
I love
I
it. We
don't.
need it. Gender-based violence
Yeah.
and
So,
assault.
my review. I like when Nigerian
Yeah.
stories are being told. I love it. You are Nigerian. Everybody has Madam Koko. Everybody knows that about Madam Koko. Like I said that dormitory scene. Whenever that Madam Koko spirit is entering dormitories, like there are like six scenes or more. I go first look at my surrounding because I want it like around 11 p.m. I go first look at where I say, okay, we're fine. Let's go. Nothing they do us,
It's so fair.
I love the fact that it was Nigerian, the village scenes. Shout out to the
Yeah.
policemen. They with me and Badge. Top performance. I haven't fought that performance at all. The CSO, brilliant actor, very brilliant actor. He's actually an Igbo man. Many people don't know that. He's actually Igbo. And he speaks
That
Yoruba flawlessly. Yeah.
which person? The CSO?
Yeah, the CSO. He's Igbo.
Really
Yeah, he speaks Yoruba flawlessly.
interesting.
Very flawless. Like that is a top-notch actor now that can speak multiple languages. Shout out to him. Iretola
Yeah.
Doyle, This is the height of electoral doll is known as a very cold. Like when she asks the roles of bitches, let me ask that the bitchy role, she kills it. From when she was young. Now she
It
just shows you she's
comes
a master.
naturally.
She's a master at this. I can't fault the
Yeah.
casting. Everybody, even the girl that was seeing the visions,
Yes.
got it.
Yes.
The boy that is the main rapist, that is the head of the rapist gang, he acted so good that a few weeks later, when Marakoko came out, somebody saw him at a lounge, and this babe was like, "I hate you, I hate
I
you,
hate
I hate what you did," and they were like, "It's not my fault. That's what I told you to do, please." And I need that, and he actually knelt down. He was being a good sport about it. And
Oh,
I can't catch the fault in the camera work. Oh, I was raving about the camera work. If
yes. It
you've not
was
watched that,
really good.
there's a part in the movie. It's a two-part series anyway, where the boys were playing football, right? They stopped playing football and they now saw that girl that's having dreams. Please take note of that shot. That shot does not break at all. They don't cut that shot. The camera follows them all the way through. And in my mind, I
To
was
go
like,
and
is
meet her.
this? Yeah, and in my mind, I was, yeah,
When
to
they
go and
went to
meet
go
her
and
now.
sit down.
Yeah, when they sit down, when they accosted her, I'm like,
Yeah.
whoever constructed this is brilliant. Is
Really
brilliant.
good.
Even that scene where the junior boy was under the bed. First of all, that is
That
that is
was my
dormitory
favorite
life.
scene.
That is dormitory life, and they got it well. So yeah,
That was
come
my
out now.
favorite scene.
I will talk to senior something. So come out. He said, "No, you're not in the hostel with me."
You don't understand. He said if he comes back and he doesn't see me here, I'm dead.
He's dead. And that's
Baba no
actually
come
true.
out though.
There's also a part where the young girl that has the dreams. She wakes up from a nightmare, and the camera turns like upside down, bro.
Yeah.
It goes like upside down there, back up. I'm like, bro, whoever is the director of photography is on steroids, bro. Big ups to you. Shout out to them.
Very true.
Netflix for always funding Nigerian stories. Now my
This is where you
problem with
clap,
that.
Ayo.
Okay, so let me knock the clap. Yeah, stand ovation.
Great.
Now my problem with Madam Koko is the same. Is the problem I have in most Nigerian movies is the story,
Great.
the quality of the story.
Yes. Oh,
You've raised our anticipation. We have a bad person who is not really bad, but circumstances
yeah.
made that bad, Madam Koi. We have the real villain
Exactly.
in the story. So we had three villains in the story to show you how
Exactly.
they were building a complex story with a message, sexual violence,
Exactly.
and the repercussions of it and everything. You beat all this grandness up, then the moment you're about to kill us, you had the gun right at our faces. Instead of shooting at
See.
us, you now use water gun and shoot us. Why?
See, in fact,
Why?
it was a flag gun.
It was a
Terrible.
tease. It was a tease. It was a tease,
Jesus.
a great tease.
He
I was
annoyed
looking at
me the most.
whoever has watched The Exorcist before. If you go and watch The Exorcist, during
Yes.
the deliverance scene, oh my lord, you feel that you're
He
there.
starts to vomit that green. Is it that one?
I expected the windows to shake. I expected that the lights of the school
Honestly.
will go out. We'll hear
See.
wolves barking, you know,
Blood everywhere. Pa, pa,
but
pa, pa,
everywhere.
pa.
That's
Nastiness.
just students dying. Like, Managogo just kill like 4 students. Blah. Like,
I
mad
thought
thing.
that Madame Superior said she go match in eye or something
Yes.
dangerous to that Madame Superior because how dare she?
I expected a season where my superior went to her telephone and tried to call, and the phone
Do you
doesn't
understand?
work. No tone, no
Running
network.
frantically.
I expected the movie will shoot his gun and nothing will
Do you
happen.
understand?
Boof, 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 boof. Like,
Scatter
no, but
bullets.
I don't know what that end was, man. That end was a great letdown. Because of that, I'll
According
give it a
to
3. I'll manage to give it a 3/5. It could have been a 4.
you as listen. I'm happy that you did that. I thought you were going to give it more than. I thought you were
No,
going
I
to
can't
give it
give it
like
now.
a 7 or an 8.
No.
And I
3/5 is
was
good.
setting my mouth to say 6. But like,
That's a 6/10. Yeah, 6/10. If they had
Yeah.
landed the end, oh my lord, it would have
honestly.
been wonderful.
Ah,
It would have been wonderful. By the way, please, if you are triggered by sexual violence, I beg, please advise you to skip the 2 rape scenes.
don't
Please
watch it.
skip the 2 rape scenes. You can watch it, but just skip the 2 rape scenes. Yeah, just skip.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was a wonderful story. I hope there's going to be Madam Koi 2, and they cannot deliver
Yeah.
massively this time around. Massively.
Well,
Yeah.
well, they're making it. It's a series, so they might probably just say they have new episodes or something.
Yeah, I'd like to say a 2023 version of like a boarding school with Madam Koi now there. Like, yeah, let's get it there.
Do they
Let's
even
get it there.
still have those stories in boarding schools these days?
Yeah, a lot of, yeah, I guess so. Madam Koi Koi, Bush Baby. I don't know what the other one is, but at least I know those two.
Yeah,
I
those
know
ones
those
were
two
the
very
those
well.
two were the most popular.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much for like this breakdown of this movie. I could have never done it because me, I was
Yeah.
maxing out of the plots every now and then. Okay, to be honest, I followed it through, but like I was really, just as you rightly said, I was really expecting like something grand, especially because when the new girl came into school, they had told her that Choma Chukwuka was not Akbuta, was doesn't speak, and nobody knows why.
Obviously,
I had
yes.
thought, do you understand? I had thought that the spirit of Madame Koi Koi or whatever spirit was strong enough to cause her to be mute, not knowing
Yeah.
that it was because of Mother Superior she stopped talking. And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
what? Are you okay? Just
I
because,
thought the,
like,
I thought the trauma
I
would have
get
been enough.
it. So yes, the trauma, but then you did the trauma didn't make you stop talking. It was the fact that Madam Mother Superior, in her normal fashion, has said make no mention about it, and then you just decide, you know what? So in order to ensure that I don't tell any other person this story, I'm going to be mute forever. And it's just like,
Yeah.
and you know, there was a time in the movie where the CSO, the Baba, was went to go and meet her to say, please
To
talk now.
plead.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Jonathan, I'm sorry I couldn't protect you all those years. And in my head, I'm wondering to myself that was he part of the guys who raped her only for
So
me to
only
see
for the fact that he
that.
was one I even saved, or yeah, he
Do you
was
understand?
like,
I couldn't
yeah.
understand there were so many places where the story was not just following through.
Also, yes,
And
there are a
then
lot of plot holes. There are a lot of plot holes with that.
exactly.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And in my
Like,
head, I'm just like, why?
yeah,
Why
yeah.
are you telling us a wonky story?
It's
It's
a
also
wonky
that
story,
thing
yeah,
where
for real.
in that time, there were three people who had entered the village with this at the same time that the young girl got into the village. There were three other people.
Yeah,
There were two other people
the
that joined
policeman,
that came and do you understand? The two policemen
the girl.
and herself and even her mother. How did the Baba just instinctively think to say, oh, it's this girl who is the one that we can argue to say because his father was an Ifa priest and maybe he got high
Yeah, yeah,
vibrations.
yeah.
We can
Also,
argue
like
that,
that.
but in my mind, yeah.
Also, how did the police know that the killings were getting closer to the school? Because no, there was no indication of that. They just being killed in the forest.
So they were
Then,
saying that from the conversations in the movie, they were saying that that the killings were heading towards the school, that
yeah, yeah.
the attacks were looking like they were coming closer to the school, but it was just that thing where there were just too
It felt
many.
it felt like an add-on.
Yeah,
Like let's just say that part. Instead of us to show,
exactly.
so they're not meant to even tell us. They're meant to show us that
Show
these killings are
us.
getting closer. You know.
Yeah,
Then
it
also
was
they had the
this.
problem with sorry, they had a problem with the timeline. When that first boy
Exactly.
died, right? They announced that his body died like they found his body like 2 days ago, or it happened in 2 days. When the policemen came, they said it was the thing happened that morning. Then within 24 hours. I was not confused. Like people get your timeline right. I don't understand what the fuck is going on.
See,
Yeah,
they were
so
really
a lot
there
of
was so many
nagging.
things.
They could not just. They needed to polish it at that end. That's my problem with Nigerian movies. You need to land you need to know the
The
landing
bullseye.
because that is
Yes,
what will make us watch more. Because I thought that more this showed down.
exactly.
Oh God, Choma and Nema will
See,
go fight. They go fight
do you
nonsense.
understand? Say we go see the power of good and evil. Say they give goes wah 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 wah. Say everywhere for the school go they shake, make all the students they
See,
run up and down
I put it
chaos.
to you. I put it to you. If they are met by Mike Bamiloye of Mazayon. The Mazayon that they would have written a better ending for them.
I agree. I actually
Where's that?
agree.
Where's that? Please,
No, I was really
if there's a part
disappointed.
two, if there is a part two, please, ladies and gentlemen, write the ending first. Make sure that you have a super ending before you even start writing the whole thing.
Exactly.
Yes.
See, when Madame Kweko entered into the chapel, I even thought that Madame Kweko would not be able to enter the chapel based on say they don't pray the chapel down for the past
No,
20 years.
no, you see
Do you
that's
understand?
good. Yeah, I know that school again. I don't think you're allowed to pray once in that school.
See, she don't
I
even
don't.
send anybody.
I don't think Mother Superior will get her own picture. Very, very Mother Superior. When she
You
get,
understand? A full picture.
see the big ass picture. Took like 40% of the office.
Oh my word. But see, I would definitely give credit for certain things that he highlighted in that movie.
Oh yes, yes.
Um,
Sexual violence, very key. I love that. That was
Very
good.
important. I understand you when you speak about the rape scenes being very graphic.
Yeah,
It's also just that thing where it's for me it spotlighted being raped in secondary schools. People always
yeah,
feel
yeah.
like, oh, my child is going to school, and because there are young people there, they wouldn't do anything. They'll be
You go
good
shock
and
you.
virtuous. Yeah, it demystified that for us. I
Yeah.
enjoyed that for what it was, but I do agree with you that the scenes were very graphic. But I think it was also sort of important to put it there.
Yeah, sure. It
Many
was jarring.
times, yeah, sometimes we need to wake up as people as well, just to agree to certain things. Nigerians, if they no see, they no go believe. See what the
Mm-hmm.
Madam Mother Superior told the girl after being raped and she was coming back. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
don't trust you. I've been seeing you around those boys, so you definitely had what was coming
And
to
those
you.
boys had done it before again and again and again. So
Exactly. And nobody was going to check them because they were the star boys of the school, and people, they were
yeah,
just going to sweep it under the carpet just like every other thing. I like that they highlighted that there are certain students who get hall passes just because they are either brilliant or they are
reputation. Yeah,
popular, yeah, or their parents are influential in the school. And so because of that, they just let certain things go slip through the cracks. I like that. I love that. I love that they also um showed Madam Mother Superior as that um emotionless mean woman who always said things by the books but never really followed the books
yeah.
when it came to her
She
own
was a
principles.
hypocrite. Yeah,
Exactly. Um, she also not holding on to power by every means. Also, she nailed that scene. She nailed every scene she was in. The words, the composure, the persona, everything about it was perfect. I
yeah,
also liked the fact that the girls that they used for the secondary school scene, they were not looking too mature. They were not looking
yeah, yeah,
like
yeah,
old.
yeah. It's
Yeah, they were
not
not looking like
like it's not like far from home.
exactly.
Far from home now. Sis,
I
now
know a
those
thing you
were like
want to
baddies. Those were
I,
baddies.
do you get what I But that's elite school now, so they had to
And this school,
represent.
yeah, yeah. So he walked. No, he walked. He walked well. You could have used them in this
Yeah,
one too, but this one looked actually
exactly.
younger. This one's actually younger. Yeah,
Exactly. They looked younger. They looked, I sort of felt that the mother, that's I Googled her name. Her name is Dehinome, the star girl
yeah, yeah.
student. I felt that she and her mother sort of looked too close in age, in a
Yeah,
sense. I don't know.
thank you. Yeah, so I'm like, excuse
Yeah,
me, I know they're trying to say that she had a daughter at a young age, but they actually look like
exactly.
sisters. They
They
look like
really do look like
sisters, like
sisters.
2 years gap. I'm like, bro, come on,
Mm, But I
come on,
mean,
come on,
maybe
come on,
that's
come on.
also what it is. When you give birth to your child really young, then at the older they grow, it starts to look like their age mates. Who knows? Maybe that's what they were trying to
I wish
do.
I used like a slightly older person for the mom, but the mom also tried to,
Yeah,
to give her. She had her part.
exactly.
The scene she appeared in, she had her part well.
Exactly. I just like the way they showed the missionary schools or boarding schools in, back in the day, how it was. Um, that life as well. If you never had a friend who went to boarding school, especially in a federal or missionary school back
Mm-hmm.
then, or if you had anyway, if you had any friends who had gone to boarding school, you resonate so much with the story. I think that for me too, I didn't really like that they made it a village story more than it was a school story. Do you get what I mean?
Yes, because
Yeah,
the
they made
original
it
the story that we know is more of a secondary school
a school,
story, a
yeah,
boarding.
it's a secondary, yeah, it happens on school grounds. But this one, they made it like a village story, and it's just like,
I
um,
wonder how students who are in boarding school now will watch Madam Koko, especially schools where they believe that Madam Koko is in their school. Like, how would they now watch
exactly.
this? Because it will scare the shit out of them. Like, what the fuck? It's real now.
Do you
It's
understand?
real now.
They've actually now they've called it.
Wow.
They've
Yeah, it's
actually
crazy.
called it. I don't know. There were just a lot of things that didn't go so well with me. To be honest, the story was here and there. Cinematography, as I just said, perfect. No, the scenes, they did such a great job. The characters that and the roles that they played, perfect. The story wasn't just following through for me,
Yeah.
uh and then that part where the baba took the girl away from school to a far house is just like, oh wait, first you take her to her house, you speak to her
Hmm.
mother, and then
I'm
you
like,
take her to an Ifa shrine
see,
or thing.
that part should
Like
have come
how?
when that part should have come when there was helter skelter in the village, where the village was under like code
Exactly.
state of emergency. So anything could
Mm-hmm.
have happened, but not when
Exactly.
you now kidnap a whole girl like that, a whole full grown adult, and she too.
Mm,
She willingly left because they told her you're having dreams. Because I'm having dreams, I'll not
mm.
live with you. Who are you?
Do you understand? Who are you? Who are you? Do you get? You know, question. You don't
Although,
do anything,
I think by the time she had that last dream where there was a mark on her, she already knew
and they
that
had
okay, what
killed
the
all her
fuck.
body, all her housemates.
Okay, she was like, okay, what the fuck is up? So when they told her that you have been having dreams, she's like, okay, yes, I'll be having, yes, I agree with you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I think
Give
it
me
kind of works.
solution.
Yeah, give me a solution.
Yeah, I think that's like a 6/10 is a good thing. I mean to encourage the movie, but I think I sort of agree with that your three more now that we think about it. But whatever, between 3 and 6, one of the two.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
My
it
three over
was.
five, my 3/5 is basically 6/10, so it's the same thing.
Oh, fair, fair,
Yeah,
fair.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I mean, it's not something that I was raved about. Initially when it started, I was like, ah, God, yes. But
And you know
then
it's
the
not annoying.
anticlimax and
Whenever
terrible.
Manakweka was around, right?
Mm-hmm.
They never showed her shoes. And those were the selling points. They only showed her shoes when they tell the
Exactly.
story of how she was raped. That's all. But it's not
Exactly.
that when I heard the koi, they don't show the shoes, man. Those red shiny
When she's
shoes.
coming. Because
But
the myth has
yeah,
it actually that when she's coming, you hear her shoes coming. So it would
that's
have
where
been
the
nice
koi
as
is there.
red.
Yeah,
Yeah, they would have shown her shoes, but it was red lights we're seeing. It was giving
red light
Akuna
district.
vibes. Do you
I don't
understand?
have any
Maybe
sense.
she giving Allen Avenue vibes.
Yeah,
But yeah, it was a good watch. I'm happy I got to watch it. Ayo, thank you for the recommendation.
you're welcome. You're welcome. You're
Um,
welcome.
we hope that Nollywood keeps giving us original stories, maybe better
Yeah, so
told, but like definitely original stories.
from
I
there
liked it.
they'll be improving definitely. That will not be problem.
Yeah, yeah. The future is promising.
Definitely. She used to jump into our
Yeah.
talking points, so she will just say, okay, it's enough. Because we've
Please
done like
let's
1 hour.
talk about Lagos State government because they decrease.
Okay, let
That's
me look for
very
that story.
important.
All
They're
right.
very, 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 very crazy.
Okay, so there's an update on the story anyway. But let me
Mm-hmm.
read the backstory first.
Yeah.
So Mr. Doherty, he was a gubernatorial candidate in the last Lagos State governorship election. Apparently,
Yeah.
that's the person I wanted to vote for. Uh-huh. Now you can see
Under what
why. Like,
party?
I can't remember. I'll try and look for it. Sha. But it was only
Mm.
Labour Party. So, according
Mm.
to documents shared by Mr. Doherty, he shared a bunch of documents pointing out a few irregularities in the Lagos State government's budget for 2023. The office of the deputy governor also got 30 million naira for monthly outreach of indigent citizens by the wife of the deputy governor. And another 30 million naira was awarded for monthly empowerment programs of the wife of the deputy governor.
God, I
What
beg.
else again?
The four hundred
Yeah,
and
so
forty million from Chief of Staff, Office of Chief of Staff,
yeah, so they have to
cars.
buy a new bulletproof for the chief of staff because the chief of staff is working in Pakistan, is working in Gaza. So the bomb that blew in Gaza, he needs to cover himself. And
I'm
there's
telling you.
another 2 billion for the provision of supply items such as rechargeable fans, rechargeable lights, and fridge.
I
My
love
dear
it
sister,
so.
please, which
I
is not
love
the
it.
rechargeable fan I just go buy 14K,
How
15K.
much you
How many
buying? Wow.
15? How many rechargeable fans do you need that will be up to 2 billion naira?
They need to cool down the temperature of the building as well as the people inside and the people outside and in the environment, in the around the office. They need to be cool. They need to be calm. You understand?
Yeah.
That's
And
what they
then I
need
said
it
that
for.
buying liquid for air freshener or something for the
But,
for the
eh,
gov. I'm saying, how much is drummer boy? You go, how much is drummer boy,
see,
please? If all
at least
fails,
by
go
now
back
should
to
have.
drummer boy. Do they
Do you
still give drummer
understand?
boy? Wait, do we still have
They
drummer
do
boy in this
now.
country?
Yeah,
Or
write it
I've
and
just
beg your
left
car.
right? Have they left like
They
GSK?
no,
Let's
they
know,
still dey,
please.
they still dey.
Okay.
No,
That drummer boy.
Rocket still dey.
See, that drummer boy, after 2 hours, he's gone. Nobody is
He's finished. E dey quick
It's like Tiger,
evaporate oh.
it's like Tiger battery. Whoever you Tiger battery
Honestly.
today, it go. But anyway, the
But
Lagos State
wait oh,
government, yeah.
do you know that Duracell finger battery is now 2,300 or so?
Why don't you people make dollars in your
Finger
country?
battery for remote.
Yeah. Now, why you
Eh?
people buying remotes? You stand up and change channel on your own. Why are you using
Okay.
remote?
God, I beg, please. No, they want
Anyway,
me. So,
the Lagos State government have come out to deny all the claims. They said, some of the things were not just labeled properly, and somehow to reflect the true economic conditions of the country. They said the car for the chief of staff is, one thing. I'm like,
so I watched
also
one
there's money
interview
for,
that
sorry, there's also for the renovation of church somewhere there too.
see, let me so the money that was first it was the highest money was allocated to the office of the chief of staff, which is what caused this uproar, right?
Yeah,
There were other things on the
there are plenty.
budget. Oh yes, there is consultancy money. Please, anybody who's working in Lagos State government, I do consultancy. I can see that people have a lot of
Because
money
what
that you
else?
allocate.
Because why they look at
Do you
so you don't
understand?
understand. So you don't understand Afrobeats like that. It doesn't really
You
understand the
understand?
genre.
For
It doesn't.
entertainment and
So
recreation.
for me to have a party paso with the governor,
Do you
I think
understand?
we're looking at 1.5 billion, sir.
Do you
After
get what I
tax,
mean?
1.5 billion. Because the kind of presentation, 3D presentation, I will give you.
Do you get?
Oh God, yeah.
He has never seen it before. And
Okay,
based off
so
of small businesses in Lagos, please
yeah,
just contact us. We are ready and we are suited for this consultancy for the growth of
okay,
Lagos State.
okay. So I have
But most
I have a better link article.
okay,
Fusho Dohati,
okay.
the governorship candidate of the African Democratic Congress,
Mm-hmm.
and claimed that the Lagos State government allocated 12.4 billion naira for
Love
consultancy
it.
fees for the Lagos megacity project. Which
Look at
megacity?
that.
No be megacity. I see the seaport. Oh, what are you consulting? You can consult me. I'll tell you
Do
all
you
the shit.
understand?
I'll tell you all the road you should do. All the road you should fix. This place no get street lights.
There's
What?
money. There's
And
money for
construction.
consulting.
So fees for the Lagos megacity projects and construction of bus corridors in selected locations across the state.
Love it.
According to Dohati, who is a chartered accountant, Lagos State paid 5.3 billion to advanced engineering consultants and engineering for consultancy service. What else again? Dohati also alleged the sum of 7.3 billion was paid to advanced engineering consultants for services for the detailed engineering design and supervision of construction of quality bus corridor. Is bus corridor that me and boys we do. It not be cement they use bus corridor.
I
Oh,
don't know
now wow.
again. No, I don't really tire.
In the letter, he said that 18.4 million was awarded to the office of the chief of staff for the supply and distribution of 2,000 Noila chicken across the local government areas and wards in the state. How much be chicken, please?
Do you
How much be
understand?
chicken? Don't be foul. Foul.
My
Even if
my
na agreed
God.
foul safe.
But you know, say
Ha.
chicken don't they cost sha because of the way the economy is. The chicken don't they
Yeah.
really they go up.
Now again,
But still upon still.
440 million, 750,000 naira was awarded to the office of the chief of staff for the procurement of a brand new Lexus LX 600 bulletproof sport utility vehicle for use in the pool of office of chief. My God.
So I watched one interview on Arise TV by the person that put together that document. I imagine
Yeah,
something of planning and something in Lagos State, and he
yeah.
said
And it was
those that those cars is actually not for the office of the is not for the chief of staff. It is for the office of the chief of staff that they do a lot
Let
of
me
hosting.
see, I don't care if
Nothing a
that thing is
party
for
they can't do for that office.
I
So
don't
they
care
do a
if this
lot of
was yeah.
hosting.
I don't care if this was someone whose dog. My problem is why are they spending taxpayers' money for
I
this
love
shit? That is
it.
my own. I don't care.
Uh-huh.
If they only bring out that car once a year.
His name is Okpe George, Commissioner for Budget and Planning, Lagos State. He
But then
said the money He said the money is for dignitaries when they are hosting dignitaries in the state. Then they
Which
called
is
one dignitary that was in Lagos recently, that they use those cars to bring them in and move them around and take care of them. I say, wow, God, I beg
now,
me self,
this
I
is the
go like the
funniest one.
dignitary.
This is the funniest one. The sum of 7.4 million was also awarded for the replacement of liquid fragrance in the office of Mr. Governor.
Fragrance.
Now, what is this
Yes.
liquid fragrance? Is it perfume? Is it air freshener? Is it humidifier? Is it essential oil? Let us, because the essential oil where me at the buy am na 1K. Those small bottle. So I don't, Governor, please tell me
No, they need to use expensive
how much is Febreze?
diffuser
How much
oils.
is Febreze? Abi Febreze? Abi, how much is that? If it's spray Febreze, like everywhere will smell well, smell nice.
Oh my god.
What are you people looking for? God will judge these politicians because they come out and tell us that Nigerians have to suffer so that Nigeria can be good. But they have never seen the political class suffer a single day.
At all.
Instead, they keep increasing their own enjoyment. God will just judge you people. God will just judge you
I'm
people.
telling you.
Somebody did an investigation and said that most of these companies that have been awarded the contracts are companies that have not paid tax in the last 5, 6, or 7 years. Some don't even really
Wow.
exist as companies. Yes,
Wow. That's so
there's a God.
crazy, to be
God,
honest.
and me, I'm paying tax. Before I receive my salary, they don't cut tax. And yet, there's pothole in all the roads I pass every day. There are potholes
And
there.
there's traffic everywhere.
There's
And
traffic everywhere.
there are no school bus for students to go to school. The public schools are under maintained. The health sector
Oh,
is in shambles. And what is most
so what
important to
is
them
so what is Lagos
is
State
the
Lagos State in? What is
it,
Lagos State in? I want to know. It's
is
not a
the
Mapiano
what
party. Oh. It's not to go and
nothing.
blow. Don't go and blow whistle at
Is
the Yobi. Oh.
is the Joe Malone diffuser oils they want to buy for their office, because it has to be so expensive for them
Diffuser.
to be talking about
I got
fragrances
that.
in the
Okay, I
office
got
in
diffuser
the
plug. Oh.
office.
They will give you. They will give us discount too. Everything will go pass. Everything will go pass 1.5 million.
What
Diffuser.
they're looking Please, they're looking at Brother Valis and more expensive stuff. All these things,
If the
no, they don't
office
want those
is
like
if the office is not
locally
smelling,
made
excuse
stuffs.
me, if the office is not smelling well, open the window, let fresh air enter.
And people should bath. Let people bath.
Yes.
That's the problem.
No.
Some people are
This
not
shows
bathing.
that this shows that our political leaders will take us for idiots. And as Nigerians, we'll laugh over it and we'll move on. So we've already moved on
As we
anyway.
always do. Yeah.
Yes.
That's not everybody has even heard this gist right now as it
No, wait
stands
to
in
consider
Lagos.
them. Wait
That's
to
another
consider
thing.
them.
See, blow my mind, right? There was one Uber I entered some weeks ago, and the guy was saying, this Tinubu, after all that he promised us during his campaign. I said, what did he promise us? He said he promised us. I
Agbado.
said no. No, Jonathan, I said no. Do you know that interestingly, I saw one what's it called? One analysis today by StatiSense, and they were talking
Yeah,
about how 65% of Nigerians did not go to vote but instead prayed for the elections. And I'm just like,
of
what?
course no. It is called
And immediately, do you understand?
this
Immediately,
administration will favor me and my family.
do you get what I mean? And immediately my mind went back to that Uber driver who, like, young guy, he doesn't know what is happening in the country. We hide under the guise of, and at this point, I'm a little emotional about this, because how can we be so great a people,
Nonchalant.
but yet, do you understand? But
Lax,
yet so
lax.
nonchalant about our future as people. This guy was blatantly telling me how what is his business? How is he going to? But now you won't charge me, you won't bill me extra. They tell me say make I give you tip. Where I won't see the tip from? No be me and you did the country together. I decrease. You say you did not watch the proceedings of the election. It's one thing for you not to have gone out to vote. It's another thing for you to be so uninterested in the economy of the
See,
country that you are currently living in. It's so crazy
see
to me.
when it gets to that point where it's either we fight for our right or we die, where living is as painful as you then will do something. Right now, people can see
It's
Jolly Governor.
tantamount to dying.
Yes, because I don't understand what
See,
is going on in this country anymore. They keep pushing us and we
and
keep smiling. We keep smiling.
those our smiles would be short lived, because in the way the economy is currently hard pressed against people,
Yeah,
the poverty gap is increasing widely, rapidly by the day, right?
It is.
Already, my friend posted something today on Instagram that somebody has stolen the cable of their transformer. And for that,
Oh,
for the past 1 week, actually, Amanda, why am I saying my friend? Amanda
yeah,
posted that somebody has stolen the cable in their transformer. And for the past 1 week, there hasn't been lights, meaning they've had to buy fuel in all
yeah.
this time to run
And guess what?
power.
PSC knows, oh, but they're waiting
Do you
for
understand?
they're waiting for them to come out, drop something, something. So it's something.
See, it's so crazy. And some people are just saying, and it's becoming commonplace. You guys be sure to be very security conscious and very alert in the coming months.
Especially
I'm not
especially
just
now that we're entering the December month where everybody is obligated to spend because you want to. Please,
exactly.
they look left and look right.
We need to honestly become very I know that safety, you can never be too careful, but like in every way possible, all of you that used to walk on the road and you be playing music and pressing your phone, please pay attention to your environment. Ensure that you are focused, ensure that your valuables are kept safely away from public glare, and just like keep yourself together. I don't know whether the government is not seeing. First of all, we
How
talked
can they
about this
see?
thing maybe
We
like
go
a
to
year
get a
or two
bulletproof,
ago.
then a bulletproof jeep. Oh, I saw some
Yes,
loose
so
convoy today.
brand new Lexus.
I
Oh
saw some
yeah,
loose convoy. I don't know if he was
in
in the convoy,
Ikeja.
but I saw his convoy looking
Where did
nice.
you see?
Close to my office, looking nice. I said, well done.
Oh wow. And we did here, they first of all, this is their budget that they released. What's boggling my mind the most? I saw that the deputy governor Hamzat came out to say, oh, it's not true. The prices, the monies that were written were not correct, they were not accurate. And my mind
Now,
was like,
so
is it that they did not show you and your governor before they brought it out? Like,
now,
let's be
another,
serious.
another thing again that we should also focus on because we keep looking at governors and presidents, right? Even though the governors are assholes on their own.
Yeah.
This budget was read in the House of Assembly, right?
Exactly.
Some people passed this budget, and I believe that for them to pass this budget with glaring holes, that means there's something in for them. Nobody has looked at the other side of how these reps are enjoying the loopholes in this budget. Oh.
Very true.
This was another set of
Very, very true.
bastards. Let's even forget about the
To be
senators
very
and reps in
honest.
Abuja. The ones in our states, state house of reps in all the 36 states are all bastards. Because now they just come, that is give us money or we're not doing anything.
See them fighting. I saw one fight that broke out with amongst our senators also. They were challenging Akpabio for appointing somebody without election. And I'm
Yeah,
just
right. I
like,
was fighting.
what are you?
I was fighting.
When Jonathan, when it doesn't favor you, then you shout, and then when it favors you, everybody
The
you
people,
keep
the
quiet.
senators that are shouting, were they duly elected? Would they beat
Do you
their chest that
understand?
there was no election fraud? That what they
Well,
do.
they will
Now
say
that come
that
to
they were.
shout. I
They will
mean,
argue that they were.
they'll say that since INEC don't talk anything, no, they'll tell you now. And guess
I,
what?
I
If this is happening in Lagos, right? Imagine states where there are no scrutiny, where nobody's looking at. Imagine the thievery that's going on in the budgets there.
Do you understand? If this kind of thing can even go out of the office of the of Lagos State government without any scrutiny at all, imagine all the things that are actually slipping through under their nose without them even noticing.
Yeah.
If at all they are not even part of it. Let
Yeah,
us say that they are absolved from it some in some way.
imagine faraway states like Sokoto, all those kind of places. What is in their budget? Nobody will
Do you
question that because
understand?
what to concern us. It's weird, man. It's weird.
It's really crazy, and I think that it is really sad for our leaders in this time where the hardship is most pressing, most cutthroat. You go to the supermarket with 40K, you can't buy anything.
What is what it?
And do you understand? And it's so yeah, they're so flippantly calling billions and millions in front of a hungry
They say 10 million, not the
population.
last again. They say 10 million, not the last again.
See, no be money save Naim. There's not any money
It's
right
true.
now because what can 10 million naira even do for you? That's ten
What
thousand
will 10
dollars.
million?
What can it do for you?
What will 10 million naira do for you? If you
Person
say
where
you don't
they
have
go,
anything, if you say you don't have anything in this world, you rent house, Abi. You will
do you
buy car.
understand?
You don't go. You don't reach
Exactly.
2 million already. 2 million is
See
already
you
2 million remaining now.
you pay electricity,
Yeah, no.
you pay for everything, you pay for to eat, to feed, to be alive, you buy fuel. All those things are now so expensive
And 10 million will
beyond
be
what the
done in
average person. Do you
10 million
understand?
will be gone in 10 million will be gone in a week.
See, people will want jackpot and the people where they pity the most because you know that part of the reasons that the dollar shot up to 1,300, or if not the major reason it shot up to 1,300, was because of agitation. The market was agitated, right?
Yeah,
People saw that the dollar kept right, the dollar against the naira was rising too high, and so started to convert all their nairas
yeah.
into USD. And so
Panic
the
mode.
banks didn't have exactly. So the banks didn't have naira to trade
Enough.
with anymore,
Yeah.
you know. And so because of that, there was panic in the market, and then the dollar started to increase, not because of any hike in the cost of purchase or anything like based
Yeah.
off of international trade, but just normal citizen reaction to
Panic
the
buy.
dollar going up. Yeah, exactly. And it got me thinking, and in the circles that I was seated in, and where we will have this conversation, and it's just like, what are we supposed to do if you don't change your money to USD?
No, they tell you
The
that
money
as
will become
Nigerians,
useless for you.
they will tell you that as Nigerians that you should not have access to dollars. That's what some pro-government people have been saying. That Nigerians do not. What are you Nigerians using dollars for? And I'm
Look
like,
at that.
can you tell your masters? Can you boldly claim that your masters don't have dollar accounts all over the world? Can you
And they
boldly
move around
claim
with
that?
USD. In fact, they
So
move around with USD.
if they are doing it, the man on top is doing it. Me, the common man, I should not be holding on to something that is dying. You're mad now. You're stupid. Even you that are talking, you have dollar accounts, so don't talk.
I just saw one message on Instagram right now from Inside History. They said Earth received a laser beamed message from nearly 10 million miles away from Earth.
It's actually people that went to space. It's not for millions. I beg. We can't do
Are you
aliens. I
sure?
beg you. Yeah, I read that story. I beg. I
Oh,
know there are
I
aliens.
just saw it
I know
right
that
now.
the US government has confirmed that there are aliens, but please, we don't need that right now. I beg you, in the name of God, please. I beg. We're still dealing. We're still
Please.
dealing with something. We don't want to start dealing with Pluto. I beg you, in the name of
We're,
God.
we're, we're dealing with inflation and bad economies right now,
Yeah.
crashing economies. And an alien invasion is not what we're looking forward to right now.
Tom.
But yeah.
Another story that interested me is the one of Nigeria is set to release over 4,000 inmates unable to pay their debt of 500 million naira.
Hey, where are they releasing them to? I saw that story as where are they
So,
unleashing them into?
if these inmates are the inmates that are awaiting trial, that have been there for years, I kind of understand. People can't try these people and then Kio Kio and stuff. But these are hardened criminals who they
Do you understand?
convicted. I beg you in the name of God, please, please just put them inside evil forest. Build one evil forest somewhere and put them there. We cannot take this amount of criminals in this country. Now God will they take Beguna. So Nigeria cannot even pay for 500 million naira. So what do we have
Do you
money? Okay,
understand?
we have money to buy jeep. We have money to buy jeep and
Ah,
boat.
and champagne at the club,
Yeah, champagne.
party,
Buy but
champagne oh,
they can't pay for inmates, but they can buy for
for the
boats.
heat. Do you understand? There was one question I saw during I think earlier today. It says,
Yeah.
"What's the most important amount you lent out to someone and you never got paid back?"
Oh, I can't remember. I can't remember
Ah,
actually.
my own was 200K. God, I beg. The
I think mine
person
was like
never
around
paid me
I
back.
think mine was like around 150 or 140.
Do you know that person paid me 25,000 naira inside the remaining
You go kill her.
Nasara?
You go kill her. Not bad debt now. No, we kill her now. If you carry and go,
Nasara.
can you carry to the court? You can't take him to court
Do
now.
you understand?
Yeah, you can't.
200K, pay me 25,000. God, I beg.
No, God,
Anyway, with all those things, we've left it in the hand of God. There's some
I do.
battles that you're not supposed to fight. But now I'm
Okay.
wiser for it. Anybody will beg me money, we'll give them the one way you get for pockets that you know that you will not stress
You can
about if they
dash.
don't pay you
Yeah,
back. Do you understand? And then
yeah.
keep it moving because what?
Speaking of
Economy is
cash, just
economy.
to speaking of cash, just to get another topic, just round up in our top talking
Yeah.
points.
Yeah.
Emefiele Now this has been a personal prayer point
Emefiele.
of mine. After this man suffered me in the months of
See,
January, February, and March. This man made me trek.
hmm,
I mean, I didn't trek,
listen,
but in my area, you want to go and buy something. I can't enter bike because there's no money. Oh,
no
you not be
money,
trekking. It is even worse
no
because
money.
while I could even use like my card to enter Uber, I
Mm-hmm,
will never forget this night. A street in Ikeja, one of the major streets in
mm-hmm.
Ikeja, around 10 o'clock, you see all the ATMs like in front of all the banks. You see at least 50
Mm.
or 60, 70 people there trying to find a way
Wait,
how they, and it was in night, dead of the
God,
night. People could
God.
not. It sounds like something that was prophesied in the book of Revelation.
I'm
There will
telling
come a time
you,
when the Son of Man will not be able to withdraw his own money. He was
where the
mad.
Son of Man will be without money, his own
Without
money.
money. People lost lives. A man lost his wife. People, so a POS woman was burnt in this country.
Do you
A POS owner
understand?
was burnt in this country. I am so happy what this man is going through.
So
I know it
messy.
might be for ulterior motives, or personal vendetta
Yeah,
between Tinubu and
yeah.
Emefiele. But my own
Uh-huh.
is that as the common man in this fight, please, this man should not do Christmas outside of that prison. He will say Happy New
See,
Year. He will say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year in that prison. In short, Happy
but he has
Valentine.
lost a lot of. He has macheted though.
No, you no go machine,
He
machine.
has
You
lost so
not say carrying,
much
you not be
weight.
carrying King James Bible up and down. One big Bible
Ah,
up and down.
my God.
See, thank God. I'm just happy. This place where you go
See,
dig,
can
you
all
go
our
take.
leaders be met with the same fate when they do wrong things?
Ideally,
That's when
ideally,
it will sweet me the most.
ideally in this country, Emefiele should be what is going through now is fair, but we should all
Mm-hmm.
be asking that this Emefiele was operating under someone's authority. That person
Exactly.
also should be questioned, should come into the
Exactly.
public and be questioned and ask him why did he support his agenda? Why did he support his
Exactly.
agenda?
Why
When
didn't you look into this?
this man ran the economy into the ground, did you fire
Mm-hmm.
him? Did you know? Did you
Exactly.
tell
Did
us
you
that?
query him?
Yes, but in Nigeria, Baba don't do you, may just they go. That's the problem.
Instead,
We reward
instead,
incompetency and bad decisions and bad leadership in this country, and that's why to continue.
we ignore it. Actually, we don't. That's the thing, right?
Yeah, we ignore
You
it.
know, I don't. Did you see that video of the woman saying that Nigerians don't have Alzheimer's because
Oh,
they
I
hunt
put it
and
up in
they
my.
do all those things?
I said you should have just said that we swing from trees and we walk around naked. May you just complete them.
So,
Since
so
you
to be
have
honest,
so it's monkey brain, you're not seeing us. I understand what she's trying to say that okay, we eat more natural foods than processed foods, but the racism was too strong. She could not fight the racism in her.
see, but do you know, to be honest, right? I don't think she's not wrong, oh, because we they look and we saying Lagos posh eye now waiting cause if you're passing through Ore, going towards Delta, and towards the east, especially if you're going, you see people selling bushmeat on the road. Now, don't be hunter go find now. Now, because say for
I'm not
Lagos, we
arguing that
don't need
one,
too
but
elitist.
the way she was
We did
coloring
too
it,
elitist for this
it
Lagos.
sounded
Now,
like
why?
it
Now,
sounded like
why
Taz,
to
it
make
sounded
us
like
they laugh?
Tarzan. It sounded like we be like Tarzan. No,
But
I really.
you know, that's the thing. You know, I told somebody recently that the middle class, the vanishing middle class of Nigeria, are the most elitist in their mindset, in my opinion, right?
There's no more middle class. Is it that you're rich now? You're not rich. There's no more middle class. That middle
So
don't
I
go.
don't. I mean, I'm of a different opinion, but here's what I will say for sure. I think sometimes we underestimate the poverty that is in this country, and I don't
Oh, the
mean
poverty.
poverty in
I was speaking to somebody, right? He
yeah,
now said,
yeah.
"Oh, I don't say that this thing you are proposing. Do you know how many
Mm-hmm.
Nigerians can afford 1 terabyte of data every month?" And he said, "I assume that everybody could buy 1 terabyte." I said, "You has 1 terabyte. Excuse me.
One
Some people,
terabyte.
some people do. Some people still do 200 MB, Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp
Do you
video.
understand?
Hey, urgent 2K. You are now saying
Even
1 terabyte. Even professionals can't afford one
150
terabyte.
k
Hey,
MTN 5G router. One
even the
terabyte
20
is
gig,
150k.
even the 20 gig that I'm giving MTN every month, you go to look and say, "Oh, MTN, no suck this in this month or else I don't know how it will." Nigerians are poor. You know what they call
Do you
poor
get? But there's
poverty.
so
You know
much
the problem.
poverty in the country.
You know the problem, and the
Tell
problem is
me,
that
what's the problem?
Lagos and Abuja are the great. They are the cities that deceive Nigerians the most, right?
Mm,
You go to Abuja now,
especially this
you see
Lagos.
the wide road, you see the mansions, like, Nigeria is a prospering nation. You go to Lekki,
Mm,
I swear to God, if you go to Lekki, you will say no, there's no poverty in this country. In Lekki,
I
in
swear.
30 minutes, you can count the amount of exotic cars. You short, you lose count of the amount of exotic cars you see in 30 minutes. It looks like,
See,
oh, this is like the Hollywood of Nigeria. That oh, more this is place is bubbly. But
in
if you
the
look deeper,
hundreds of millions, oh,
but the thing is that
cars.
if
Mm-hmm,
you look closer, right, like when there's a traffic stop, like when the light goes red,
mm-hmm,
the amount of
yeah.
beggars that come out, you begin to know that poverty and this luxurious things I talk about, they're like this. So as you are seeing riches,
I'm
you are
telling
seeing
you, so
extreme
close to each
poverty.
other. Mm-hmm.
Very close, and you should not be that close because it's a danger. It's like sitting on a time bomb at the end of the day.
Exactly. It's so crazy. Somebody was saying to me that this Lekki Ikoyi link bridge is linking the upper class wealthy people to the middle class rich people.
Yeah, yeah,
And I completely agree because
yeah.
they know that you're not rich enough to come and live in those parts, but
No, you
you're
can't leave
rich enough to
Ikoyi.
be close. Yeah,
No, you can't
you're
leave
rich enough to
Ikoyi.
be close.
Ikoyi
You're rich
was
enough to be close to them.
Yeah, Ikoyi was built for the white man when they found out
Mm-hmm.
that they could not deal with the problems of Lagos as this was colonial period. So Lagos already had problems since the colonial period. There was overpopulation already because the whole Nigeria wanted to come to Lagos. So they said, let us
Exactly.
develop Ikoyi. And it was so bad that they said there were only two places that black people could go to in Ikoyi, and that's the prison and cemetery. That's the only places black people were allowed to go to in Ikoyi.
Terrible.
So till
So, so
today,
sad.
so till today, Ikoyi is still very elitist. That's why the houses there are fucking expensive, very expensive.
But what we're trying to
Anyway,
get at is that
Emefiele,
we're so
hold
rich and
your
so poor at the same time.
yes, Emefiele, hold your Bible very well because it's going to be a long winter. Winter has come. Winter has come. It's going to be very long, my friend.
I really wish that this would be the fate of all our corrupt politicians, but
Well,
we can only pray and we can only hope.
as a
And
certain
Nigerians,
as a certain half
we
naked
need
man
to
says, they
stop.
play, don't play.
Do you understand? Nigerians, we need to own it. I don't know how long it's going to take us to be more to get angrier. Of course, I don't mean angry and enter the streets to protest, but there are so many other ways to protest. If the average Nigerian says, you know what, we have a consensus, nobody is going to work or nobody, this economy, we're going to shut it down for the next 48 hours until the government listens to us. I believe it can happen. Like when I
Yes,
say
no.
shut it down, I don't mean enter the
Nobody wants
streets
to
and
do
scatter
that.
and be destructive, but like
Nobody
sit
wants to
at
do
home and
that.
say
And the
going
sad thing
out is
is,
going to kill us.
yeah, the
Coming,
sad thing
sitting
is
at home
that
is going to kill us.
but we don't want to do that. We don't want to pay the price, but we complain. I will not go to church. I will not go to mosque and pray to God and Allah to come and save us. And God and Allah is like, my hand no dey there. It's all left to you at the end of the day. Yeah, so it's sad to see, but we'll still be on this road until we are ready to do what is necessary. Okay, man. I think that's a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just do flop of the week and prop of the week.
You guys, there's
Uh,
no
Prop,
release therapy. Please
yes. Come and release.
send
So
us release
pause.
therapy.
Yeah.
As country had like this, please release.
All you boys that girls are showing shaggy, please come and tell us the story. And all you
Do you
women too that
understand? I
are
want
seeing,
to hear.
and all you women that are giving hearts, they are giving breakfast, please come and tell us your story so that we can
I
dissect
feel
it.
like I feel like everybody is chopping up their breakfast these days, just like is
So
expected.
you chop it with pride, like no, it's just breakfast now. Most
Do you
important meal of the day.
understand?
You chop it, you can't die
Do
now.
you get what I mean? Chop it up and keep it moving. Everybody will
Eh,
move.
last.
Well, you guys go to therapy. You go to therapy. It's not normal. Go to therapy. Oh
Okay,
God.
let's start with flop of the week. I don't know if we go charge the prop of the week, but me, I don't have the prop of the week, but I have flop of the week. And
Let's
my
get
flop
it.
of the week goes thus. Now there's a certain group of millionaires that come to Nigeria once in a while. They normally stay in a cool hotel, have the hottest
Favorite you.
babes, party at the most exclusive nightclubs. But
The choicest.
these millionaires are very, very strange. When they're abroad, they do their work, they deliver. Every week they get paid. But when they reach Nigeria, for some reason, they can't do anything again. In case you don't know what I'm talking about the once mighty super eagles of Nigeria, who are now called the super chickens of Nigeria. The World Cup is the next World Cup. They've already started the qualifiers for the next World Cup, and other plenty nations have started their qualifying rounds. Nigeria played Lesotho. Now Lesotho is not even up to Oshodi in terms of population
Mm,
or Ikeja,
yeah.
and our mighty Super Eagles drew with Lesotho. Okay, first game, jitters. They happen once in a while. Brazil they fuck up once in a while. They went to, is it Zimbabwe or Zambia or somewhere? I don't even know.
Mm.
And they also drew. Now, what is annoying to me that if you don't have the players, I won't be annoyed. But when you have the reigning goal king of Africa in your team, and you have some of the best attacking talent in the world in your team, you shouldn't be losing to all these small, small countries that can't even come to you. That if you carry all the other boys in Lagos to go and invade their country, it will fall into
Please don't kill me.
it will fall in 2 weeks. What the Super Eagles of Nigeria and what the Super Eagles players are doing, I don't know. They just fuck around on the pitch and they disappear. So I have to give them the
Wait.
flop of the week because they are not even trying at all. They are punching way below their weight. I don't understand what is
Love
happening.
it.
If you need foreign girls to come and massage your head before a match, we will organize it for you. Eh? I don't know, but please,
But shit,
this
they're
fuck gas
underfunded
level.
now. That's what you guys have always been talking about. They're
But don't
underfunded.
me
They are
say
not.
if you're underfunded, it's like they say, it's like when they own you salary at work. You still do your work. You might not do passionately, but you still deliver your KPI. At
Eh,
least deliver
but
KPI small.
Shebi, the problem is say that here in Nigeria, they don't receive the kind of welcome or the kind of training
Oh
that
yes,
is
so
up to
yes.
standard to
Oh
what they're
yes, so
supposed
that
to deliver now.
to be fair to them, the welfare, the treatment is not up to like if I'm like what's his name now? Alex Iwobi, cosplay for Arsenal, some of the top clubs in Europe. And I now come to Nigeria and we are looking for a ball to come and practice. Ball. Ah, Oga, this is not what I signed up for. Or I finished playing and you're owing me allowance for 4 matches. I won't be, gingered. So still, even though they're the flop of the week, I think the general flop of the week has to go to the NFF or NFA,
Exactly,
the Football Federation, because
exactly.
those ones they only get fat, but they would never put the
And
money
use
back into the football. They just get fat, but
and,
we don't. They never put the
and
money
use the
back in.
money to organize conference.
Yes, so and they will now be calling five fine girls come and meet them at private beach. God day,
And Nigerian superstars.
God day. They know themselves. Maybe we don't talk past that one. So that's my flop of the week. Prop of the week.
Well, prop of the week goes to AOT2 and Ugochi, the Igbo Stallion,
Yes, for recording for two
because
hours.
exactly. And away from that, just our dedication on this podcast for the past 3 years and ensuring that you guys you need to see how we are when we do record episodes. Just like
I feel
there's a
proud.
constant back and forth. Do you understand?
Yes,
There's an actual back and forth. Like you guys
and
like we need
it has been extremely hard this last 1 month because of the engine,
exactly.
the engine, the 2023 engine, not the knock, not the goof.
See, do you understand? And as we're also adults and also living in this wickedness that we come to talk about every week. And
The
sometimes it
metropolis
can
of
be
Lagos.
do you get it can be very overwhelming, it can be challenging, trying to get time out of our busy schedules to ensure that we're doing this. We're not complaining, definitely not. We also enjoy what we're doing, but big ups to both of us for ensuring that there's content back to back as often as possible.
Yep,
Yeah, I don't think we give ourselves enough credit.
you should.
We hear it from you guys, and we're very grateful for it. But also, as people, it's nice to celebrate small victories. So, yeah, big
Definitely,
shout out to
definitely.
to the 234 Essential crew. Shout out to Global Village. Shout out to also. Oh, I was going to say this earlier. Shout out to Excel for being the plug.
Oh yeah, shout out to Excel, big Excel.
Yeah, big Excel. Like shout out to you.
I also saw Motolani
Yeah,
over the week. I saw Motolani over the week. Yeah,
really, Musolani is
yeah.
scarce in my eye.
He's a big man. No, no.
I haven't seen him in a minute. Shout out to
Yeah,
Montolani. Shout out to Melody. They have I don't know. Did she reach out to you? She reached out to me. Talking about doing something. She's doing some. I think the company is doing something at the end of the
yeah.
year or something.
She reached out to me. Yeah, she reached out to me. Yeah, I'm involved
Exactly.
in it, sir,
So
somehow.
yeah. So big shout out to all the friends of the podcast. Yeah, and that for me is the prop of the week.
Yeah,
After 3 years, we finally give ourselves one prop. Wow.
we try, we try, we
We
try.
still try. So yeah,
Thank
that's
you
it for me,
guys.
Sham.
Yeah, thank you guys for listening to us. Before we wrap it up, what's the topic of what's the title of this podcast? Should it be Madam Koi
Um,
Koi or what?
maybe we should just leave it as Koi Koi
Let's leave
instead
it
of
as Koi
Madam Koi
Koi.
Koi.
Let's leave
Yeah,
it as Koi
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 Koi is
because
fine.
the government is doing Koi Koi with us. And if they come, enter our
See,
house, we use plank. The plank they didn't use for
if
Madam Koi Koi, I go plank them from my own house.
bash their faces,
Make that teeth,
nonsense. We
make
don't
that
dey
teeth
follow
roll like
anybody.
dice.
Dey
Make that teeth fall like
play.
dice. Make they roll for floor.
See, according to Odumodu Black, tear gara not for the monkey. I will
One time.
pump them.
You're mad.
Nonsense.
Yeah, so
Do you
thank you guys for
understand?
working with us. Almost 2 hours. I think it's 2 hours safe. Yeah,
Yes, so
it's
we
two
did it. We
hours.
did it one time for the team.
Yeah, almost 2 hours. Yeah, or even 3 hours safe. 1 hour 20 minutes plus 53
Ah,
minutes.
ayo.
That's something, something,
Oh, I
something.
did
I
not
don't
see
know.
the other one. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Well,
All right.
you
Thank
guys,
you guys
please
for listening
follow
to
us on
us.
every. Yes, and follow us on every social media platform at 234 Essential Podcast.
Yeah. Also, send family to family@234essential.com for your mails for the mails you send to us and also for release therapy. Very very important. Please do not
Please,
forget that.
guys.
Yeah.
Very important. Please be kind. Stay safe. Be you. Try
Yeah.
not to thief. No put eye for another person property. You
Yeah.
know.
So including woman or man. That's the point you acid. All right. Thank you guys.
Exactly.
It's been a blast. It's past midnight here in the city of Lagos. Till we hitch up again. 234 Essential. We are.
Keep it real.